Guess what, people? We're fucking live. And of course, as soon as it's like a minute into the going live, Reality Ghost gets into the beer.
As soon as it's like a minute into the fucking
Fuck's sake.
Reality Ghost gets into the beer.
YouTube, dude.
Fuck's sake.
Sorry. Sorry, it's muted. Sorry.
There we go. No more echoing.
Hello, everyone.
All right.
Hey,
Bad
sorry,
vibes
let's say
here.
bad vibes.
What is up, Bad Vibes? And Terrence! What is up, Terrence? You guys are so good. You guys are just like...
Always here, always loyal.
You guys, yeah. Loyal fucking warriors, you guys are.
All right.
Oh, by the way...
Well, yes, remember? Yep, sorry.
What was happening? Well, something was going on.
Nikki Moore, her birthday, she's turning 22, remember?
Oh, right. That's on St. Patrick's Day. Look, you son of a bitch. That's awesome. That must be the best birthday ever. Because, like, you have every excuse to get drunk off your ass. It's like, you don't have to stop. In fact, I think if you're, like, of any age, if you're just born on St. Patrick's Day, you could be, like, 9 and still fucking hammer down a couple fucking shots. And nobody gives a shit. It's fucking St. Patrick's Day.
The parents can't even stop you, man.
No. Especially if they're Irish. They can't do nothing. They,
Or Polish.
It's like common fucking law that if you have an Irish child and they were born on St. Patrick's Day, even if regardless, you know how they always say, like, everybody's Irish on St. Patrick's Day? So it doesn't really matter what your ethnicity is. Evidently, you can just get completely fucking hammered.
Anyway, just wear green, and you're right. Do you know who I reckon? Okay, this is a big conspiracy theory now. Do you know who I reckon parents might be Irish?
Who's?
Vid of 22.
What?
Or he was born on St. Patrick's Day.
I don't know why I was so like...
wasted. They were so wasted, and they were like, Vid of 22 is going to be his legal first name. 2 2s in there.
Oh, shit. Where is Venice? He needs to be here so that he can, like... You can't talk about Venice and him not be here to defend himself. So I'm going to go find Venice and get him in here.
I'll send him a link, don't worry. It's going to be the running joke each week now. 3 weeks running.
Let's see. Nikki says, LOL. Right. And the sad part of my life is I've never touched beer, alcohol, never smoked or did any drugs. But you know what? Hey, to each their own, man. I mean, I'm not going to be... I mean, I'll silently judge you. No, I'm just kidding. But, I mean, I actually work with a person who's in her mid-50s. And she's never taken any kind... Well, this is her fucking... This is word of mouth from her. I don't know how fucking truthful or how much honesty is behind this, but she claims that she's never had a sip of alcohol in her life, and she's never taken any kind of drugs, whether they be medications or over-the-counter meds. So if she has like a fucking migraine, I'm just like, hey, do you want like an Excedrin? Like, I've got some in my bag. And she's like, oh, no. I don't touch that stuff. Like, what stuff are you talking about? Like, it'll get rid of your migraine. You'd rather sit there and suffer? Like, what the hell's wrong with you? Oh, I don't really like what it will do to me. I'm like, what it'll do? It'll take care of your fucking migraine, guy. Like, what the fuck? Okay, whatever. More for me, basically. Jesus Christ. But it's commendable, Nikki. If you want to, then don't. It's as simple as that. Like, I hate these freaking straight edge kids that go around beating the fuck out of somebody because they see some stranger smoking a cigarette and they don't even know the guy. It's like, are you fucking kidding me? Get a job. Take some rent or something. Do something with your life other than, something that doesn't fucking matter. Jesus. Raina Lewington is here, everybody. Raina is here. Welcome. Sorry, I was here for a while and I was on a rant.
Sorry, I've got garlic roast still stuck in my head for some reason. So thanks for that, Raina.
You're gonna make
And garlic
everybody
roast.
hungry.
God damn it. I don't care. It's not actual food. It's just a fucking herb. But still.
See, the problem though is you're going to make everybody hungry, and then for those of us in the United States who actually do have the daylight savings time bullshit going on, when 2 a.m. rolls around and it suddenly switches to friggin' 3, they're going to be conflicted because now they don't know whether or not it's too late or too early to go down and get something to eat. You know what I'm saying? You did this. You've now created a complex.
That's why places like Macca's are open 24/7, right?
Okay, no. Well, it is, but, you know, they don't know if it's like, do I want to really look like a psychopath going to McDonald's at like 3 a.m. when it should be 2 a.m.? Oh, by the way, were we talking about like which states don't celebrate?
We do. Just before we do though,
Why did I say celebrate? What
hang on, I want to say hello to Ty.
Right.
How you going, Ty?
What's up, Ty? Good to see you.
Well, yeah. Apparently, Arizona doesn't celebrate it, and celebrate it.
Yeah, let's get out of the habit of calling it.
And Hawaii,
Hawaii.
Hawaii does, but American Samoa and Guam don't because the even though they're American, they're on the other side of the hemisphere.
That's so stupid. That's freaking stupid. Now, we have to be the ones that suffer. It's true what they say. You got to be tough to live in New England. This is for a multitude of reasons, people. One of them is daylight savings time. So basically, if we've got, you know, the wherewithal and the mindset and the cognitive ability to withstand the rest of this night until 2 a.m. to see it just go from 2 to 3, then we're going to do that because we are live streaming in the fucking future.
I know, it's pretty cool. It's actually pretty trippy. So, so here in Australia, the daylight savings is it's a bit hit and miss, right? It didn't really take in a couple of states, about 3 of them, and there's one place. There's a twin town, we call it. It's called I forget, but anyway, they're 2 towns right next to each other, right on the border of Queensland and New South Wales, and it's trippy because Queensland doesn't do daylight savings in New South Wales, which is the state of Sydney. Sydney does, right? So it's literally a dual town. So there's a border going through the middle of the main street of this town, right? And you can literally be on one side and there's like an hour difference. So on one side, it's like, say, 8:30 p.m. Kids go to bed. It's like, haha, nah. I'm going to go on the opposite side of the road and play with my friends and be up another hour. And then the parents are like, fuck's sakes, man. Fucking bullshit. Daylight savings, man. Ty, do you remember when we did daylight savings for 3 grueling years back in 2015? My God, I nearly we didn't get any easier, did it? For 3 years, it never got any easier.
How did you get rid of it? That's the question. Because if there's a petition that I can sign,
we never had it in the first place. They said, guys, we need to try daylight savings because everyone else is doing it. Like, why? Because it's the count. I don't know. They came up with some bullshit, right? So they voted it in for a trial. So they voted it in for 3 years, right? No, actually, they just enforced it, didn't they, Ty? They actually enforced it. They said, no, you got to have to do it for at least 3 years, right? So we tried it for 3 years. Microsoft freaked out because all our computers were freaking out. So we had to apply a DST patch. And then after we got rid of it, we voted it out. I think like 60% said, nah, don't bring it back. So we have to wait. So 20 years is the next time they'll bring back DST, right? But yeah, we had so many bloody problems with it. And then Microsoft went, oh, for fuck's sakes, now we have to remove DST. What the fuck's going on, man?
See, this is the problem, among many others, because it's now going to take, well, at least the East Coast, I would say approximately a week to adjust to this madness because, oh God, I feel so bad for the people who have to go to work on Monday and, you know, they've lost an hour of sleep, or, you know, technically they haven't. I mean, I don't know, like, people freak the fuck out because, like, now they think that there's only 23 hours in a fucking day, and I'm like, that's not how daylight savings time works. You realize this, right? They're just like, is this milk still good? Like, what the fuck? And I'm like, dude, relax. You've just, they say lose an hour because you're pushing your clock ahead just 1 hour. That's it. I don't know why they do it at 2 a.m. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, 2 a.m. Because like you saying, you assume that you have to manually set your clocks anyway, right? So
Well, I mean,
2 a.m.
thankfully,
Well,
cell phones,
back in the
smartphones,
day.
they just do it all them by themselves, which is great.
Yeah.
But the digital clocks, unless they have it preset to do that already, then yeah, you kind of gotta have to go around your house and reset all the friggin' clocks. It's like all the clocks. Also, hi Stacy.
Hey Stacey, how you going? No, you're definitely right. Bad vibes. Yeah, freaking daylight savings is dumb. It doesn't matter how you get to it. It's still ridiculous when you think about it. Does it really save daylight? Do we really need that 1 hour daylight? Considering, like you were saying, some places don't set till like freaking 9 p.m. or freaking okay.
Yeah.
Alaska's like full like 6 months worth of daylight anyway. So well, we're going to say some daylight, are we? What's the fucking point?
I don't know. There was I know that they started the whole thing because there was some really specific purpose, and apparently, if I remember correctly, I was told that it also saves money as well. I don't know this. I should. You know what? I'm so ill prepared. I should have done some research before I fucking started this live stream, so I could at least inform you guys. Like, hey, by the way, did you guys know that they started daylight savings time because of X, Y, and Z? But I don't fucking know. I guess because people got really sick and tired of watching the sunset at like 2:30 in the afternoon in like Maine or where I live, because seriously, the friggin' sun sets at like 3:30 right now. I don't have a problem with it. I'm totally down with having sub-zero temperatures and all that darkness and all that snow, nor'easters, state of emergencies. Bring it on. I love it all. But the moment I get into like, once daylight saving time hits, it's like, oh shit. Not only is it like approaching spring real fast, but I'm going to have to endure all the bullshit of summer real fucking quick. And I'm just going to hope to God I sleep through it. This is the one time that I really hope that I sleep through everything, like months and months of my life, because I don't want to deal with summer. Summer sucks. Did you guys know summer sucks? Because summer sucks. I don't care what people say. Oh, summer's my favorite fucking season. Well, you're a fucking idiot. Because summer sucks. There's bugs. It's fucking humid as shit. I mean, do people really like waking up in a pool of sweat every morning? If that's your prerogative, go for it, babe. Go. If that's you. If you want to go to work and you're already sweating bullets because it only takes like 17 steps to get from your car to the entrance of your job, and that's all the time that's needed for you to walk into what literally feels like a wall of water because of all the humidity in the air. Do you really want your clothes sticking to you, like, when you go into your job? Like, that's the first thing? That's how you start your day? All right, cool. Yeah. That's fine. Oh, no, the beaches. Yeah, you can go to the beach any fucking time. How about that? Imagine the possibilities. I'm not down with bugs and everything. Fuck the bugs. There's no bugs right now. It's too cold. They're all dead. Everything's dead.
I agree with you. Raina says it had to do with the refueling efforts during the Great War. Sorry. Now we literally hold on the daylight savings time for just prosperity's sake. Posterity? Whatever. That word. The whole money thing has no correlation to people who base their financial or business transactions on this change of an hour or our clocks is a non-starter if I've ever heard one. Fair enough. So it's a historic thing that they did, extra daylight so they can refuel all that bullshit. And they've just held on to it ever since.
It's called a flashlight, people. Like, that's all you fucking need. That's all you fucking need. You really have to like resynchronize a third of the country. Just buy a flashlight.
Ty says summer is the best. The difference is, Ty, our summers are nowhere near as
they're backwards. Your summers are our winters.
They're dry. Like today, man, was fucking humid, right? I went out to Bunnings, I picked up some tiles, I ate 9 boxes, 40 kilos a box, right? Which is about 66 pounds of fucking tiles. 88 pounds, I beg your pardon, of tiles, which is exhausting. I've only walked 5 seconds and I'm sweating like a dog. You know the time I called you?
Yeah.
I was just sitting there, just sweating. That's humid.
Like, this is hell.
It is hell. Because I can deal with 40 degree heat, which is like 105 and stuff like that Fahrenheit. But
fuck that shit.
It's when it's humid, it's when it actually kills you. You just fucking can't breathe or anything.
Yeah, because you're basically drowning. There's so much moisture in the fucking air.
I've lost all my moisture and I'm exhausted. I'm like, God, I need like sugar.
Sugar.
Just something to the sodium, anything that will make me not lose so much
Not
water.
feel like this. Just God. Like that's why like August for us is just oh my fucking God.
Nikki.
I don't know what happens, man.
Oh, hang on, I just missed something here. Okay, so Nikki says, I love all the rainy days. Nikki, I love all the clocks.
Amen.
Johnny?
Oh, shut up. Shut the fuck up. Oh my
Johnny?
God.
It just makes it so confusing for my international classes.
Dude, I bet. What the hell?
Johnny, I'm lost. Why does it make it so confusing for your international classes? Pray tell.
I mean, no matter what, I personally the only upside that I can see that is it's only relevant to me and you, Rob, because now we will only be we'll have just the AM and PM difference. You won't be 13 hours ahead. You'll be only 12 hours ahead of me, and that'll be fine because then it's just like, oh, it's 7 a.m., 7, 8, 9, whatever the fuck AM there. It's 7, 8, 9 PM here. Great, perfect. No math involved. It's great.
Yeah,
that's what I can't wait for. That's about it. Other than that, fuck daylight savings time.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be ideal if we. But see, this is the other thing, right? If we did have daylight savings here in my state, we would still have only 12 hours between us. But because we don't, so we would actually move with you guys. But because we don't, that's why the 13 hours comes in.
It'll be okay. You'll be all right.
Oh, that's 1 hour. But yeah.
It's not going to be...
good.
And right on time, here comes Slumber. Slumber, are you here to bitch and complain about daylight savings time with the rest of us? Or just me? I seem to be the only one, but that's no surprise. I'm bitching about everything.
Sup, Slumber?
But for once, he didn't come in and ask who paid for those floors.
Hey, Fear Crawler, how you going? Not yet. I think another couple of hours,
Welcome,
but we're still trying to work out who paid for these floors. It wasn't me.
Well, you did because you bought tiles today. So technically, you paid for those floors.
Paid for these floors. Who paid for these clocks? Who paid for the 2 a.m., 3 a.m. time difference? Not me.
Oh, fucking hell. I hate
Not ever. I paid for those knee pits. Oh, Johnny.
I thought Slumber paid for those knee pits. Oh, wait, no. He's never paid for no knee pit ever in his life. Not once. Not never.
Not never. Nope. Whose chair is that? Look at that goddamn chair there. Where's freaking Dustin? He's been quoting it to his client.
Where is Dustin?
He's been quoting it to his client.
I guarantee you. He comes in usually like, I don't know. He was here for the other midnight live stream. I'm certain that he'll probably end up, popping in at some point tonight.
Now, just went over the tweets. So, oh hey Dustin, there he is. There he is. Who paid for that, Dustin? Dustin? Who is this? Some sort of faggot Indian?
We were just talking about you, Dustin. We were like, where is Dustin? He's usually here.
Where is that? Where is that? I'm kidding, Dustin. I'm kidding. So Fear Crawler, I read on the Twitter that you've applied for monetization, so that's good. And Johnny, you've made monetization, so congratulations.
Yes, also
Slumber,
yes.
Slumber, you're not far off from
fingers crossed, you guys. That's awesome.
Slumber's just recently started his YouTube channel and he's going to hit 100 subs. So he's not far off.
If you guys could help him out by, promoting him on Twitter,
retweet him.
I haven't watched a lot of his videos, but I hear they're really good. Apparently he's a horror narrator, so
I only met him through Bad Vibes. So if everyone could, I've never heard of him before. So if everyone could go ahead and sub
it's
to
very
Summary.
recent development, yeah. But we're all in this together because the horror community, we got to stick it to. We got to we got each other's backs. So if everybody could just promote Slumber, we can get him to that first 100, and we'll get that first milestone going. Then he can actually get his own personal URL. Imagine that.
I wonder if Slumber Reeds is still available. Is Reeds your last name, or is it more like a nickname? Mr. Reeds, please settle down.
Because Vinith is going to come in here, and then you're going to go on and on and on.
You're 22. You're going to say his full first name, all right? His nickname is like V, right? Just Vid. right? Nickname's Vid. His real name. Hey, Madam Raven, how you going? His name's
Raven, welcome. You're not late. You're just in time for the party. We just started.
We're trying to get Vidith in here. Vidith 22, I should say. We're trying to get him in here to tell him because he was born on St. Patrick's Day, hence why his legal first name is Vidith 22, because that's what his parents called him. Because bit of
Where did this come from? I don't know.
On this, his maple Vidith. Hang on, let's go back. Madam Raven, how you going? We're trying to
Johnny
keep it
said the forbidden word. How do we kick him? How do we kick him?
What Daddy reads? Fucking Daddy reads.
Fear the Great White.
Fear the Great White. How you going, man?
What is up, Great White? I imagine everybody's in here just because I titled the video as such because I knew that maybe the majority of people would be in here because they hate daylight savings time just as much as I do. They'd just be in here being like, yeah, you know what? I read the title. You're right. Full warnings. Fuck daylight savings time. It totally does suck.
Goddamn, Johnny got those legs. He can kick himself, and he's gonna be all like, "Oh, that feels so good when I kick myself."
This is getting nasty. Don't you dare.
Okay. Hi, Rick.
Okay.
Man, I'm so tired. Man, dude, it's 1:22 p.m. Why are you so tired at 1:22 p.m. Australian Western time?
I just have Rady says I just happened to see that you were streaming while I was watching some nerd video on electronic music. You made the right choice, Raina. You made the right choice.
Fear Crawler, do you want the ultimate time travel? Fly to Australia.
Yes, that's true.
That is the ultimate form of time travel. All right, what else have we got?
There's so much text. Oh god, you guys are writing now.
Sorry, guys, we're just catching up. We've got it all live, so we have to.
You know it's bad when narrators are like, "That's too much text to read."
I just happened to see that you guys were. Okay, you read that one. I get to bed like 4 a.m. Yeah, me too, Ty. Dustin is talking about slumber. We won't read that. Wait, so midnight it turns 1 a.m.
Actually, no, it starts at 2 a.m.
Yeah, so 2 a.m. it'll suddenly change to 3.
Yeah, whatever dumbass reason, whoever decided this had made the decision to change the clocks at 2 a.m. And it's like this for each daylight savings time, whether it's forward an hour or back an hour. So at 2 a.m., it'll turn into 3. We won't see 2 a.m. We'll probably see it for like a second, and then it'll be gone. But it's even more trippy in like November when daylight savings time happens again and you gain an hour by moving the clocks back. It's like you kind of feel like an Australian for like, I guess for an hour because it's 2 a.m. but then it goes back to like 1 a.m. And so you have that whole 1 a.m. again. Like you go through 1:15, 1:30 all over again. And it's like 2 a.m. was like, I was just fucking here. Now I gotta wait an hour for me to make my debut. What the fuck? 2 a.m. just gets fucked over, man. Like every single time. I don't know
why. Fia says I'm well traveled. Nice. Good. It's good to go out and travel, man. We are on LA Transport. Woohoo. I don't understand. Madam, what do you mean you're on LA Transport? Are you at LAX? You know, the color scheme is really bad, I hear.
Don't you fucking dare. Don't you fucking dare. Stop it. If you have to give them some context, make it as vague as possible.
No, I won't. I just don't understand how people live in California. That's all. Oh, that's all. Whose text is that? Whose text is that? I never called my life. Not me. Not once. Not never. Nope. Whose video was this? Mr. Reeds.
Oh Jesus!
Reeds.
Punch Fear Crawler right in the face. Right through the screen.
An accent, and I don't mean material. You're detecting an accent.
His accent detector has just blown the fuck up.
Truth. That would be some sort of truth, you know. She's whose chair is that? Yeah, not my problem. All right, so
I kind of want to make him guess, but you know, it's probably common knowledge by now. People will say the location I don't want them to say on purpose just to fuck with me, I bet. But for the most part, I'm pretty sure everybody knows where I'm fucking from. So it doesn't matter.
I was gonna say Nashua, but
Oh, fuck you. Fuck you. And fuck Nashua. Fuck that whole. You know what? Everything north of Massachusetts, save from Maine. Maine is pretty all right. Maine is pretty cool.
that's pretty alright.
But
Maine can
everything
come through.
south of Massachusetts, in terms of like New England, fuck that too. Massachusetts is the place to be. Why not? It's the most haunted state. We created America. We dumped all the Brits' tea in the friggin' harbor. What the fuck more do you want? We burned a bunch of witches that weren't witches. Hey, we got it going on, man.
Dustin says after the shit day he's had this week, I'm guessing, a live stream is nice. Hey man, anything we can do to keep you guys entertained and that sort of stuff. That's what we're here for. Amin, welcome. Who else is having a hard time staying up for this? Hopefully not.
It'll progressively get worse as the stream goes on. Trust and believe. Nihongo Johnny says
Yep.
a bunch of shit. He's lost his mind. He's officially lost his mind.
I see T in there though, so there's that. Fear Caller reckons it's Midwestern. Oh, he's a Midwestern crawler. I don't know. I'm not sure what's going on there. Slumbus asks, do kangaroos have hair in the knee pits? They do. They do. And they also have it on their anus.
They're well groomed.
They are well groomed. They take good care of their pits. Nikki says, I got yelled at my boss for accidentally printing the wrong paperwork oh my God.
Oh my God. You know what? These are the kind of people who need to get, like, they need to swallow their own teeth. Like, I hate working for these types of fucking people. God,
that's not the end of the world. Like, you printed some wrong paperwork. Oh, my mistake. Let me do that again. How many times do doctors make mistakes?
Oh, boy.
That's with lying.
Oh, man. I could tell you some shit.
You know what I mean? The priorities people put in life, seriously, is just fucking amazing. Dustin says, Johnny says that's code, apparently. Madam says, be right back. She's dealing with some teen drama.
Ty asks for when you come into Australia. When it's safe. When it's safe to do so. You let me know. You give me the memo when it's safe to fucking go to Australia, and I'll fucking be there in a heartbeat. Or, a 25-hour heartbeat, because fucking travel. God damn it. Why the fuck do you have to be on the other side of the world? Jesus Christ.
Because it's Australia.
Well, that doesn't answer my question. I said why.
Johnny was aiming that at me. Right. Okay. Well, Johnny, hang on. I want to answer that in 1 second. Let me just go back 1 second.
No, Dustin don't decipher it. It's nasty. I bet you.
No.
$100 is on the table.
Forewarning says it worse. It gets better. Well, that's true. It does get better. It's my first few days of working in an office. Nikki, it's fine. People do stupid things in an office environment. People in corporate offices piss me off. I've worked in many corporate offices and I support them currently, right? The amount of politics they talk in there, seriously, you thought that they're the people that watch reality TV, right? And make reality TV seem like it's the most important thing in the world. It's really not, all right? Life or death situations to them is, oh my God, should I go apricot or should I go peach in my lounge room? In the most nice, irrelevant place, like my fucking kid's closet, right? We don't know which pink or should. Who cares? It's a closet. No one's going to walk in there and be like, that shade of pink really does this closet justice. Oh, I really like it with the white trim that you got there and the skirting and the cornicing around the ceiling. And I really like the detail that you put into the light. Who the fuck gives a shit? This is what corporate people talk about in an office, right?
Apparently I give a shit when I'm asleep and dreaming about an airport I've never been in.
Okay. Now, I don't know if we should kill them that, but it's up to you. But
we can tell them bits and pieces, but don't you dare put on that audio.
No, I'm not going to put anything on. But I don't even have it on me here. But
no,
I don't want to wreck it.
You don't want to wreck it?
All right. So I'll give you a bit of background going on. So when I'm coming to the States, when I'm coming back from Mass, I'll be in LA for about 4 hours. So Johnny and I talked about catching up with each other as Johnny's in California.
Oh, I bet.
So we're going to do that. So that's apparently the code of our events. So there's going to be a birthday. There's going to be some thunder. There's going to be some champagne. All these things are going to happen apparently. So That's
You're basically going on a date with him, which, I mean, I suppose I should be mad about, but hey, man.
Johnny. I heard some things that the chairs aren't very comfortable and the arms broken on the LAX, and the color scheme isn't that good. And apparently the people aren't very nice. You know, they insinuate travel plans of which
Fuck
you've
me.
not.
Oh my god.
And I just want to know, Johnny, LAX. What are the chairs like in LAX?
Oh my god. Oh Jesus
What's the
Christ.
color scheme like in LAX?
If he describes the color scheme and it's the same as what I'll end the live stream because I won't be able to. I'll be dead. I won't even make it for daylight savings time. It'll be like a win-win for me. Jesus Christ. Don't worry. I'll go on a date
What
with
do you
you
do
later
at LAX,
for.
Johnny?
No, I don't sit on chairs. Fuck off, Johnny. Jesus.
Yeah.
Right. This is a Christian live stream, okay? If you could all tone it down. All right. This is rated G.
Okay.
There are children here.
We are gonna spread the word of God in our live stream. Everybody here is gonna say one prayer each. Everyone's gonna quote one phrase from the Bible. Okay, and Johnny, you go first.
At the end of the lesson, y'all going to tell us if y'all made the decision to come up to Connecticut in May.
hey, Johnny. Have you decided if you're going to Connecticut? Shit, I'm stuffing up. Have you decided if you're going to go to Connecticut in May?
Oh, where's Jack when you need him? Oh my god.
Whose chair is that? Whose chair is that? LAX, whose chair? You can quote anything you like, Fear, as long as it's from the Bible. Lunch 11:30, my favorite psalm. Okay, hang on, let's go back up again. Johnny, yeah. All right. So Ty says, I told you guys I woke up with scratches up my arm the other day. Yeah, that's creepy, man. Your house is haunted. I told
him to get a priest. I don't know if he listened to me because people usually don't until their situation becomes worse, and then I don't give a shit after that. But I don't know. Ty, have you perhaps consulted a priest about your current situation? Because holy God.
Let's all say a prayer for our friend Ty.
That'll be 12 Hail Marys.
Okay. So, says, have you not heard she called on the name of Jesus Christ?
Jesus Christ Almighty.
I bet she did from my bedroom. Vehicle, it's my favorite. Okay, Ty Ricketts. I've got that Bible. Cool. King James Version, Psalms 34:18. The Lord is nigh unto them that are of a broken heart, and such as be a contrite spirit. Okay, I got you one back.
Just started like getting nauseous, to be honest. Like with that Bible passage, that might say something about me.
Okay. I'm on Chronicles 1 Chronicles 3, chapter 3.
We don't care.
Now these were the sons
of David. I don't give a fuck about this. Fuck this Christian channel shit. All I'm saying is that Johnny's nasty. That was the whole point. Johnny he's a dirty boy. That's it. That's all you gotta know. He's a dirty. See, again, where the fuck is Jack, man? Can somebody find Jack for me, please? No, still haven't.
Right. Go call Cardinal Pell, Ty. I'm sure he'll be right there.
Somebody needs to find him. Somebody in this chat has the connections. They are the liaison between us and Jack. Somebody can find him. He's probably up the hill with Jill. Let's see. Hey, for warnings, I do go to church, right? But hey, I can joke with the best of them. Yeah, man, this is all. I'm fucking around with everybody. I don't give a fuck whether or not you're Christian, whether you're Mormon. Well, actually, no, I'm just kidding. I don't give a fuck what religion you are. I really don't give a fuck. As long, I only have one condition, and that is, don't try and force it down my fucking throat. Because, oh my God, there's nothing in the world that pisses me off more than when people try to convince me of their opinions and beliefs when I haven't fucking said shit. They've asked me if I believe in God, and I've straight up just said no. And then all of a sudden it turns into a fucking lecture. And I'm like, excuse me, I'm just in line to get my fucking prescriptions. I don't have time for this, man. I'm like, I really, really fucking don't. Like, you can keep talking to yourself. It's your prerogative. That's great. But I don't really have time for this. I really don't give a shit.
Yeah, yeah. Look, I have a religion, but it's I'm not going to go preaching on other people. Actually, we have a religion technically.
Oh, we
Remember
all
we?
do.
No, well, we converted. Remember?
We did, but I think everybody else did too. We put, we posted the link and
Yeah,
everything, and we just said, "Hey, apparently all it takes to be a member is just you sign up."
yeah, that's it.
Copyism.
Mm.
It's a real fucking religion, people. And if there are any Swiss in this chat right now, please, for the love of God, write a letter to the U.S. Congress or something. Make this like officialized over here, like notarized everything, because we need to get this ball rolling.
Mm.
We need to do it under the radar though, so that YouTube doesn't fucking see it until it's too late.
Slumber said he's asking us, do we know how to fix inside out nipples? Because he walked into a wall and they're both inverted, and Google's not helping. Ouch.
Oh
Ouch.
my God.
That doesn't sound too good, Johnny. Johnny. Yes, Johnny. Slumber.
Jesus.
Mr. Reeves.
We're all the same people, everybody.
We're all the same. Nikki says, when I'm in San Francisco, I'm going to eat all the French fries and all the clocks in Spin and drink all sodas. Nice. Good stuff.
Uh,
I wouldn't want to eat a lot when I'm in the States, but I think I'll die from a heart attack. So getting old.
no, you're totally eating whatever the fuck is presented to you. In fact,
I know.
you know what? To be honest, I don't even think people are going to have to offer it to you. It's just like there are parts of Boston that when you walk by the alleyways, it's like each corridor, alley, I guess, or street, whatever. They all have like specific scents. So one smells like coffee beans and one smells like fresh pizza. It's like there's food everywhere. It finds you, basically. So, I'm telling you, man, it's going to sound crazy, but when you buy a $20 cappuccino, see, already I can feel like the blood boiling in the chat because they're like, what? $20 fucking dollars for a cappuccino? You're out of your fucking mind.
Yeah.
I said the same thing until I tasted it. And then I was just like, I would gladly pay another $20.
I reckon instead of like sugar syrup, they put like LSD or some shit in it. That's why it tastes so
They
good.
must. I don't care what the fuck they put in it. It's worth it.
Johnny says, as long as you don't like the Yankees, well, I'm going to stay away from that particular topic in case there's any New Yorkers or person who supports the Yankees.
It's my stream. It's Boston. Fuck the Yankees. How about that?
Dustin says, one of the religions that blows themselves up, or is that all of them?
Don't even.
So, Scientology. Yeah, look, honestly, religion. I'm sorry for anyone who's Scientologist here, but go fuck yourself if you're Scientologist.
Also, I did see you way up in the front of the chat because it is kind of moving. Ty, yes, wear your Outback shoes. I have a feeling there will be, you never know. Now that there's only going to be 12-hour differences between us time-wise, who knows how many kangaroos you're going to have to kick in the face. I don't know what that has to do with anything, but just, wear your Outback shoes. Always wear your Outback shoes. You'll never be seen.
Beer crawler. I'm getting old. I'm pretty old, man. Pretty old, man. I can't drink and do shit like I used to. That's for sure. Reaper's Horror says, maggots. Reaper likes maggots. Welcome, Reaper. Nice to see you, man.
Of course. It's always nice to see Reaper. He's like the best aneurysm I've ever had.
Nikki says, I got kicked out of many Pentecostal churches my whole life. All right. What did you do to get kicked out?
That's awesome, first of all. Like, let me commend you on that. Because you'd have to do something like satanic as fuck to get kicked out of church. Do they chase you with holy water? Is that like a real thing? The priest just freaks the fuck out and grabs that little friggin' thing that like sprinkles it on you as if that's gonna do it. They should have hoses for people who are possessed. You know what I'm saying? Like, Jesus, fuck, douse people. I don't think a little shower is gonna take care of this fucking demon. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God.
So glad that joke went over like a lead balloon. You don't apologize for it, Dustin. Trust me, don't. Okay, so I think Fear and Madam are trying kind of advising that it looks like they're the same age, decade sort of thing.
Hey, when I hit a judge.
Nah.
When I hit a judge.
I love hanging out with everyone. In fact, well, I've always had an issue not an issue, but I've always found that I always gelled with I guess people that are older than as opposed to my age or younger. I don't know. I just found that I don't know. I wasn't there with the young kids. You know, their heads weren't screwed on as well, and they didn't know what they were doing in life. So I mean, I'm turning 63 next year. So
Slumber Reed's happy birthday. He just turned 87. Which congratulations on that. So not only is he just starting up, I need everybody to listen up on this one because this is really important. Slumber Reeds he's a new YouTuber. From what I've heard, I haven't seen a lot of his content. I've just seen maybe snippets here and there from what people have said.
Yeah.
But he's got, I think, if I remember correctly, he's got 13 subs. And if we can push that to 100 and get him to that first milestone so he can get a custom URL, that would be, I mean, I would be forever appreciative, and I'm not Slumber, you know? So, an 87-year-old starting off on YouTube, and who knows, he might take off. He might see numbers in the thousands someday. You never know.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. He might get monetized one day as well, and then soon, you know, he might be able to just live off that, you know? It'd be good.
Yeah.
That's
and who knows, maybe, I mean, this is just me speculating, but maybe one day he'll feel obligated to come into somebody's live stream and bullshit for everybody, you know? And nobody knows what the hell he's talking about because by then he'll have reached senility. I mean, 87, he's already getting there.
Tyreek, it says, I just watched a video of a guy take 2 joints up his nose and smoked them. Well, that sounds like a good, effective way to get those fumes up there.
It reminds me of Leafy. I just had the picture of Leafy in my head when you said that. Fuck's sake.
Yeah, says, well, I'll slow down. Let's get into 15 for sure. Well, he just said 15 subs and he'll shave an e-pits. So
you know what though? Honestly, you know, 15 is great. 15 is, I mean, that's definitely worth buying a cake over. But I mean, fireworks. Let's aim for the fireworks at 100. You know what I'm talking about? I mean, for daylight savings time too. He's 87. He's already going to lose another hour of his life. He's dying quick. So we need to do something for this guy. So if everybody could go and promote him on Twitter, that would be amazing, and I would greatly appreciate it.
Custom URL, all that sort of shit. Nikki says, hang on. Madam says he wants 10,000 postcards for his 90th birthday. We can make it happen. We can make it happen. Nikki Moore says, I made a lot of people angry about spilling water and accidentally tripped Sunday school students and teachers. Even my own parents got mad at me for everything. See, that's the shit I did. And all they did was just confess your sins because, you know, being Catholic and shit. Like,
It's like, do you know how much worse I could do? Like, I could be out there sucking dick for, like, money. And this is what you're getting pissed off about? Like, are you serious? Wow. Okay.
Johnny says his first video as a monetized YouTuber got demonetized. That
what?
All of it fucking worth YouTube's money.
Yeah, I kind of want to say you made it, Johnny, because it's like that's kind of what happens. You know you're big when you get monetized and then get demonetized.
Yeah, you have the availability to monetize your videos now, but we ain't letting you monetize any of them. So, blah, blah.
I mean,
that's how you know it.
Just wait those 30 days, bro. That's what I'm saying. You just gotta wait those 30 days to make the appeal. Make the appeal that will go unrecognized, unacknowledged, ignored, and tossed aside until it's brought back to life by the horror community for another 2-3 months, maybe. You know, that's just me guesstimating, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. I mean, I wish you the best of luck, but that does kind of suck, though. Like, what the fuck, YouTube? Like, are you kidding me? What the fuck is going on? They have a habit of doing this now.
Johnny says he wants his 27 cents back. And Nikki says she's listening to Hollywood Undead music. Nice. Yeah, so basically, what's going on now? So I think who else has made monetization? I think a lot of the YouTubers from last year are coming up slowly and monetizing now, which is really good to see that next cycle going on. But it's nice to see. I'm still undecided if I really want to go through with it myself. I mean, I've already applied once and they've gone, so I have to audit my channel.
To be fair, that was just because of like a weird spoof because of an email thing. That wasn't because like they looked through your channel and said this is inappropriate. We are a Christian-based website. Absolutely not. This is not this. He's Australian, demonetized. No, they didn't do that. It was just because of some weird glitch, which I mean, I swear to God, it's mostly just the bots and the AIs that do this kind of shit. They have these weird freaking algorithms that just fuck people over. So I'm pretty sure that's why, you know, Johnny, I'm pretty sure that's why you got demonetized on that first video because of some AI. Who the fuck knows with YouTube at this point? Like, who the fuck? At this point, I'm done asking. I mean, I will, but it'll be rhetorical because nobody has the answer. Not even YouTube, apparently. Whatever. It's all good, man.
Very cute for 87. Yes, number is a big cutie.
With those knee pits, I mean, come on, man. I mean, he's on Knee Pit Weekly.
So
He always makes the cover.
Thanks for coming by, man. It's been awesome having you, and good luck with the monetization, man. So let's go back a bit. Very cute for 87, 88 November. Dustin says, no YouTube saw you were associating with full warnings and said, hell fucking no, Mr. Reality. Yeah, of course. Thanks, Dustin. Cheers, man.
Wait a minute. You've exchanged words with this person? Are you serious? No, demonetized.
My dad was super. So Nikki says, my dad was super strict, controlling Pentecostal man. No boys leaving the house, and never allowed sleepovers with other girls, or never allowed to wear jean pants, and no nail polish.
What? No jeans? What the fuck? How can you be grunge if you can't wear jeans? That's a sin.
Cut our hair or over diet. Bugger. Okay. Madam says TubeBuddy. I think I use TubeBuddy as well. Says keeps telling me that the words Raven will get me demonetized.
What?
It's not even evil or anything. It's just literally the word Raven. It's the name of an animal.
Yeah. It's a.
It's not like
what?
It's not like the C word. Fuck? It's not like Madam C word or anything. It's not like, oh my god, that could potentially be taken the wrong way, or the dick. It's not like
if anything. I would if people's YouTube names now like under fire. I can only imagine what would happen if they looked at mine. They'd be like, wait a minute, she's giving full warnings for what? Is she planning a terrorist attack? Let's shut down her channel. Don't even worry about demonetization. Just fucking shut down her goddamn channel. The back of my house just shook. Holy fucking Christ. I want to say that was like ice and snow just falling off of the roof and shit. But
that's all it is, yeah.
Man, so I felt that in my soul.
Being Pentecostal sucks. Well, after what you explained, Nikki, it certainly sounds like it's a very, very hard fucking upbringing to be in, or to be brought up in. Especially if you're, like the rest of the world is, not really raised Pentecostal, that's for sure, to say the least. I pissed off my Sunday school teacher for saying that Halloween was better than Christmas. Apparently, that was bullshit. Halloween.
Oh, dude, you have
Isn't
no
Halloween
idea.
a pilgrim holiday still anyway?
I think
it was a pilgrim holiday. Like a lot of natives and stuff like that go, well, that's a pilgrim holiday, Halloween. It's like, oh, okay, well.
I don't know. I don't really know the history behind Halloween. All I know is that it's fun as fuck.
Your dad was.
You're gonna celebrate it too.
Like proper American stuff. Because Halloween's not really big in Australia. Neither is creamer, neither are Pop-Tarts, neither are anything that's like fun and exciting.
Creamer and Pop-Tarts and all that shit.
There's not a lot of things down here. I mean, look, Vegemite's good, Milo's good.
Oh, fuck off with Vegemite.
But there's not a lot else we've got down here that is very
you poor
exciting.
Things. This is why. It's like you have Vegemite and like that's it. That's why you guys don't know what other foods are out there. That's why I can't wait for you to get to the States, which is in like less than 2 months now, people. Like when he gets here, like the first thing I'm doing is I'm taking him to Dunkin's. That's the first thing I'm gonna bring him. Like I'm gonna shove a beverage in his face.
Do you guys in this chat who are from the States have any suggestions of what I should try when I get there? Food wise, drink wise.
Oh, make it good, people. Seriously, do not give him some
I'm taking
bullshit. I
suggestions.
will call you out on it.
Because right now I know the only thing I know at the top of my head right now is there's 2 things I want to try. 3 things I want to try. I want to recreate the dam scene. You know, the dam drops about the Fire Brothers, because the Fire Brothers in Massachusetts, especially where we're going to be. So
Yep.
I want to go to Five Brothers and recreate my own scene
Oh,
in the
Five
car.
Guys. I mean, five. Yeah,
Five
he's gonna
Guys,
get a
sorry,
double.
Five Guys. Yep.
He's gonna
So I'm
get
gonna get a
himself a double
cheeseburger.
cheeseburger. Yep.
So I'm going to get one of those. I'm going to recreate the scene from that. I'm going to get a Dunkin' Donuts coffee, because the thing is, we used to have Dunkin' Donuts here up until 2010, and then Dunkin' decided to close all their Australian outlets. Now, I sadly never ever went to one, or maybe like once in my life, right?
Oh my
But I
God,
love
awesome.
American filtered coffee, right? This is the reason why I'm marrying her, is because I just want American filtered coffee, right? This is actually one of the first things I said. I said, do
It's the
you
only
make
reason. It's the only reason he's gonna marry me. It's because I have coffee filters in my kitchen. That's it.
American filtered coffee? And she's like, yeah, no, we make that all the time. Like, that's like an everyday thing. Like, most households have one of these machines, because in Australia, right, what we have is something a lot worse. Ty, you can vouch for this. Nescafe instant coffee, right? Now, it's a freaking tin of coffee. It's literally something you scoop into your cup. You add a bit of hot water. You add a little bit of milk. That is coffee. That is what Australia has as their staple coffee. These days, everyone's getting a cappuccino maker of some sort, you know, fully automated and stuff. But everyone used to go the tin of instant coffee, which had fuck all caffeine in it. It tasted burnt. It tasted disgusting. It smelled good.
Oh God.
But it was nothing like filtered coffee using ground beans like you guys have. There's a reason why America has got a massive head start compared to Australia, because we've been sleeping here like fucking koalas for Donkey Kong, eating gum leaves the whole time. Right? Like, I guess we have to get up and work. That's us, right? No, she'll be right, mate. She'll be right, mate.
American coffee gives you a kick.
American
right
coffee,
in the
man.
ass.
Seriously, you guys. No wonder you guys are like 100 times the population we are, because you guys are really like out there, caffeinated, hanging out with each other, making babies, growing your population,
Making babies.
building your cities. You know, you're building 10 times as fast as we are. You're working 10 times as harder as we do.
It's like, hurry the fuck up, because I got 15 minutes and then I got to go raise my kids for 20. And then I got to have a meeting and then blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it's fast.
Yeah.
Got to go fast.
Here it's just like, oh, yeah, so I'm probably going to drive to work. Okay. The fact that you have to itemize that particular thing means that you don't have a lot going on. After that,
like, open my front door and, like, I don't know, I might get in my car, and I haven't made a decision on whether or not I'm going to drive it anywhere. That's what you guys do. You guys make a decision step by fucking step.
Stop in at a post office on the way there or on the way back for no particular reason other than to deposit some money, maybe pay a bill.
Just fill in your day, you know, just do stuff.
Slumber suggests chicken nuggets. I'll take that.
Yes, absolutely.
Chipotle. Oh yeah, I heard about Chipotle. Everyone talks about Chipotle. I think was it Chipotle we're talking about? What was the one that your brother doesn't quite agree with? He likes it, but he doesn't agree with.
It's not that he doesn't agree with it. It's not that at all. He loves it, but it's Taco Bell.
Yeah.
And what happens is every time he eats Taco Bell, he gets hiccups.
Yeah.
One bite, he's got hiccups. He can't.
So Reaper says try maggots. I'm
gonna take a hard pass on that.
The natives here do. They eat maggots and witchetty grubs and stuff like that. Not really my cup of tea. But I appreciate the suggestion. I'll put it on the list anyway, just in case we're facing that situation. Olive Garden. Yeah, I remember Nikki said Olive Garden. If I'm in the California area and down San Fran, I'll definitely check it out. Sounds like a good time. Ty says, yes, you can vouch for the coffee thing. Nah, I use the good stuff as the coffee bags.
No Krispy Kreme unless it's only for the sole purpose of comparison. Because I'm sorry to say, but
we've got Krispy Kreme.
Our religion is Dunkin's, man. Dude, there's a little no, it's not a Dunkin's. I used to think it was, but there's a coffee shop right down the street from my house. Okay. Bruh. They have donuts, right? They have Oreo donuts. You know the cream on inside of an Oreo? Yes, of course you do. Most of you are American. Of course you know what the fuck I'm talking about.
You know what Oreos are.
All right, so apparently they make an Oreo donut that is not only, you can have it two ways. You can have it either filled with with the cream and chunks of Oreos inside it, while it's also glazed with the same toppings, or you can have it without it and just have like the little donut hole, and you can have like little munchkins as well. Dude, what the fuck? This is also the same place where you can have a coffee that tastes like Snickers or Twix or Milky Way or whatever the fuck you want. Reese's. If you want a Reese's coffee, you go on the fucking street, you pay fucking $1.50, and there you go. You're off to work. Making babies, doing all your, are you checking off shit off your itinerary? No, you're good to go.
So Krispy Kreme donuts are decent. The actual, so my dad's Polish, and they Polish people have these, or Polish have a donut. Germans call it a Berliner. It's a jelly donut, right? And the Polish call it a paczki. Now, what it is, the Krispy Kreme is, I mean, I've never tried Dunkin's here, right? Because they closed before I got a chance to try them. But Krispy Kreme are the only ones that have the same pastry that they use for their donuts as these Polish donuts. So that's why I like Krispy Kreme donuts, particularly jam donuts, like with the jellies inside. You know.
Oh, you are in for it. You are
so that's why if anything that can come close to my childhood is definitely high up in my book. So Krispy Kreme is good. It's better than, you know, the other donuts that we have. You know, the common cinnamon donuts. It's more like a bready sort of donut. So I am I do like Krispy Kreme, but I don't eat a lot of it. Slumber said, I was joking when I said, oh, hang on, let me go back 1 second. Madam says, a good old-fashioned greasy spoon. A good at an old-fashioned greasy. I don't understand what you mean, madam. Slumber says, I was joking when I said chicken nugget bra. No, I said maggots. I've never had maggots before. I was replying to Reaper. I've had nuggets before, man.
You guys, well,
I've had nuggets.
Rob is gonna have to you're gonna have to take over 2 seconds because my dumbass fucking cat is trying to get into this window that's already taped up. So I gotta go downstairs and let him inside. So I'll be right back, people.
Are you back? So Dustin says, so awesome, ass Chinese and hibachi. Dustin, you're gonna have to explain this lingo now. KK is good. Krispy Kreme is good. Reaper says, does anyone remember that drinkable Krispy Kreme? Now, there is, I was watching a sketch from Gabriel Iglesias, right? And he was in, I think, Cali. But there's a place in Boston that does this as well. They take a whole chocolate mud cake. And then they milkshake it. They blend it. And it's like the thickest milkshake. And apparently the spoon is like the size of a garden hose or something like that. And apparently this thing is like really, really, like you probably give you a heart attack, right? But this thing is to try. So you guys ever tried that stuff? This whole mud cake that's been formed into like a milkshake, thick shake thing, literally blended into a drinkable format that you're supposed to somehow suck up the straw and drink it, because I'm taking feedback from it because he reckons it's really good. But I mean, you know, he's on TV as well. Tyrick, it says, take some red clouds to 4. She will fall in love with them. The best candy. I will do that, man. I'll actually take some. I'm taking some Vegemite Milo as well because you know I gotta have breakfast, right? In California, we have Krispy Kreme donuts and Dunkin' Donuts. Yeah, Krispy Kreme is good, but like as I said, Dunkin' Donuts got the nice coffee and stuff as well, I'm told. And Madam, I know Cold Stone ice cream, and I've never tried it, but I definitely wanna give that a go. Dustin, so Chinese foods and hibachi is Japanese food. Johnny would most likely be able to tell you about Japanese food than I can. Oh, I love Japanese food. The thing is, though, I have a feeling there is going to be a lot more variety in the States that than we get here. Like, we've got Japanese restaurants, Chinese restaurants and stuff, but I just find you guys have more variety over there in terms of, like, you got a lot of authentic foods. Like, you know, you've got immigrants that come there and make it, you know, it is authentic. More so than we have here. I'm really looking forward to it. I think the Five Guys burger thing is going to be really cool. But the thing is, we've only got like mainly the like 2 burger chains down here. You know, like we've got Burger King and we've got Hungry Jack's, and then we maybe have some local independent ones, right? But just in general, you got more Mexican than we do. You know, Mexican hasn't really made it down here. the Taco Bells and Chipotle and stuff like that. Like there is so much Mexican food I like the look of, but just simply don't have it. You can try and make your stuff, make your own, but it's not really a big thing down here. So I'm really keen. Go to the States to eat Mexican food, right? But I'm so down. Is Taco Bell a thing? Like, is do you guys like eat Taco Bell, or is it considered like more of a ooh, stay away from it? Like, what's the general consensus of it? I hear bad things, I hear good things. So just me as a foreigner, I go, well, should I really touch it? Um, Reaper says mud cake milkshakes sounds like an instant diabetic recipe. Well, I probably only have it once, Reaper, but yeah, you probably you probably would be a diabetic once you have it. First sip and you're gone. Angel says, woohoo, Taco Bell. Welcome, Angel. Nice to see you. Now, speaking of Japanese food and Johnny, are you still about? Have you fallen asleep on us? Oh, depends on the managers. Fair enough. Let me just see what's going on here. Johnny's still in. That's cool. Yeah, I'm I'm a bit nervous, especially about trying new foods that could be questionable, and then being in a country that, put it this way, you don't have the comfort of your own bathroom to run to. You're kind of reliant on hotel bathrooms or Airbnb bathrooms, like we will be and stuff like that. Yeah, doesn't doesn't really fill me with too much confidence. But I'm gonna keep it pretty safe. Like I like a lot of hot food, but I might stay away from it when I'm over there, just to be on the safe side. I hear healthcare is pretty expensive over there as well, if you don't, especially if you don't have health insurance and stuff. Because the last thing I want to do is like break a knee or something, like run into the toilet nonstop.
I wonder if you guys could hear that. Holy shit.
I had a tiny bit of Jason Voorhees going on.
Oh my god. Did you guys seriously hear that? I'm sorry, I'm out of breath. I just spent like the last Jesus, 3, 4, 5.5 minutes actually kicking my door because the lock wouldn't latch.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I don't know if you guys heard
I
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was me. That was me kicking the fucking door from 2 stories down. Oh my god. Almost makes up for it though, because Kai had to jump off of a roof, but he landed in 2 feet of snow. So once he hit the snow, I couldn't see him anymore. So he had to swim to me.
Oh no. Poor cat. Nicey Doggo, welcome. Your pee fell off. That's after you ate Taco Bell.
Nice.
So okay, that's scary. Did nothing change? Nikki Moore says, I'm happy that I'm almost done with my job at an office soon.
Yeah,
that's
man.
right,
You're gonna quit, go out in style. That's what I say.
That's what I say. We probably have more food options too, because there are some ingredients that are legal in the States that aren't in other countries for health and safety reasons. Yeah. Like
That's
nicotine. True. Okay, no worries, madam. You have a good night.
Thanks for stopping by, Raven. We always love it when you stop.
Good luck with your daylight savings changeover.
Yeah.
And, hopefully you're not too tired in the morning.
Oh my gosh. Well, thank God it's Sunday, and people have at least one day minus 1 hour to kind of recuperate. This would suck if this like landed like on a Sunday night going into Monday. Can you imagine the panic of being like, there's an almost 100% guarantee that I'm going to be exactly 1 hour late to work tomorrow. Like, there's no fucking way I'm waking up on time.
Knowing me, I'd probably sleep into it. Like, what? Imagine if you had the changeover and you're like, just forgot, right?
Yeah.
And the time change is over. Your alarm wakes you up, and you're like, I don't know, or maybe it doesn't wake you up. Who the fuck knows, right? Or maybe your time didn't change on your phone.
It doesn't. Our alarms do not work anymore. Both of us. Our alarms have failed us.
Oh, as in you and me? Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, funny story.
I don't know what happened.
Yeah. I mean, we've been sleeping pretty okay. I mean, the routines are a bit all over the place, but in terms of like waking up, yeah, I'm finding it a little bit difficult. I find if I have a 15-minute nap in intervals and then give it half an hour and then do it again, I'm okay. Like I did yesterday, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the minute I sleep for like more than like an hour, 20, like 40 minutes, I missed it.
The second I lay down, I'm done, apparently. For, what was it, 25 and a half hours? I was out?
Yeah, you slept for 25 and a half hours.
Fuck me, dude. Like, that's ridiculous. Like, fuck daylight savings time. I lost an entire day of my life from fucking
I
sleeping.
was quite concerned, to be honest, because, like, goddamn, okay.
Jesus. The amount of meds that I forgot to take. Oh my god. I woke up and I'm like, why do I feel like shit? And then I see, like, my meds not taken. And I'm like, oh, that might be one of the reasons why. The other reason is because I don't even know what fucking day it is. Jesus fucking Christ, man. Could it be? Could it be that I'm old? I'm getting old? I knew this would happen.
We're all getting old. That's the problem. We're all getting old.
I didn't miss this one, Randy. Oh man. Oh, welcome. Welcome.
Welcome, Randy. Thanks for coming by.
Yeah. I mean, trust me, all of our live streams, one way or another, they either start and end as train wrecks, or there's a train wreck somewhere in between. You're gonna have to find it. I'm pretty sure this is gonna be one of those start to finish train wrecks. So you're not missing much. Don't worry about it. We're all just bitching about daylight savings time as usual. Hangout session. Mostly because I was bored and I'm like, what do I want to do? Do I want to socialize with people? Not really. Let's do a live stream. Let's socialize with people. This is what goes on in my head. I don't even understand how I can't explain this to somebody because that makes no sense. The tumor is not old. Bullshit, aneurysm. You know goddamn well I'm old. Everybody knows it. If I'm sleeping for 25 and a half hours, fuck's sake, man. Jesus. Oh, the dreams I had. Let's reminisce. Or let me reminisce. And you guys just imagine.
Antisocial social club, exactly. What is this?
What is this?
All right,
Who's
everyone
channel?
in the chat at the moment.
Randy, who's
I want you to
channel?
ask me. Okay, everyone in this channel, everyone in this stream right now, I want you all to do something for me.
Oh my god.
It's very important that you do
Oh
this.
my god.
I want you guys to look down at your feet, right?
Oh my god.
Look at your feet for a second, right? You're probably wearing shoes. You're probably barefoot. You're wearing slippers, whatever, right? Okay, I want you to look down, though. Listen to me as I'm telling you to look down. Look down at your feet for 1 second. I want you to look at your feet. Observe this because I've got a question to ask, right? Make sure the feet are on the ground because it's very important. Okay, and the question is, who paid for that floor?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was all the way over here. What did you just fucking say?
Who paid for that floor?
Fuck off with this. No, we can't. I'm torn between wanting to start a pandemic and not wanting to start a pandemic, and there's pros and cons for both. On the pro side is I start a pandemic, but on the con side is, I mean, I'm essentially to blame. Do I really want to answer that many angry letters? Probably not. I don't really care to read.
I don't really
Oh
care
man.
to read. I don't really care to read.
Yeah. A horror narrator. Don't really care to read. That's oh fuck. It's not enough medication in the world.
Oh, that's awesome. I love the answers. Okay, so Ty Angel. Awesome. Dustin says, my father played for that floor, but I ain't never paid for no floor. Not me, not once, not never. Nikki says I'm wearing black socks and the floor is rented.
Where's Slumber? Did he leave? He better not have. Slumber better still be here.
With them knee pits.
Yeah.
What's this guy? He is an Indian? Or is he a goddamn asshole? What the fuck is this guy? It says he's in the chat. He's probably just listening or whatever.
He's
busy.
lurking. He's always lurking about. He's always underneath the floor that we don't know paid for. What is
some floor?
Dude, I don't even know what the funniest part of that video is. I mean, for me, it's so dumb. It's the not ever that he says like less than a minute in, because there's no context. He doesn't explain even a shred of what he's fucking talking about. And he just goes on to the next fucking topic. No segue, nothing. He's just gone. He's gone. He's gone with the wind. He's left us to speculate. This is a 2006 video, people. That's a long time to speculate. I still want to know what the fuck not ever was in reference to. And I never will. The guy's Bostonian, though. You know what? Rob, when you come up to Boston, we are going to go find this dude. We like, fuck going to Salem, fuck going to Danvers. The priority is finding the drinking out of cups guy. We will find him. We will.
So Dustin says, I'm trying to finish a horror story while listening to you. Oh, awesome, Dustin. And like I said, yeah, we can't wait to your stuff, man. I saw that you were writing some horror stuff and everything like that. And yeah, we're really looking forward to your stuff, man. So sounds really good.
Randy, that's okay. I am an elusive enigma on the internet that just kind of floats around. So I guess that's probably one of the many reasons why it's hard to find me. So I'm just kind of like floating around Twitter, putting in my 2 cents, 25 cents, let's be real. Cursing like a sailor, getting ridiculed for it, not giving a shit about it. What else? Trying to keep a schedule. I think if I kept a schedule, it'd probably be a little bit easier to find me. But at this point, I'm like, oh, man, I'll just post a video whenever I fucking get to it. Which there will be. Oh, God damn it! I hate plugging myself. I hate.
Do it. Not ever.
I don't know when. Fuck you. I don't know when, but there will be a new video coming out soon. It'll consist of 3 true scary stories. It's something a little bit different because usually I do read a lot of no sleep stories, but I figured to sort of make up for lost time, I might as well throw 3 in there. So it's 2/3 of the way done. Editing takes time, people, okay? And so does narrating. Did you know that it's not just as easy as speaking into a microphone? Did you know that you have to use like proper inflection and all of that jazz? Jesus Christ. The people who don't narrate shouldn't ever give their 2 cents on what narrating is probably like, because they have no fucking idea. Especially when you actually want to put a video together that, you know, you don't necessarily have to watch. It's a narration. For fuck's sake, you could fuck off and just listen for all I care. But on the off chance that you tab back, in my opinion, I'd like to have there be something on the screen. You know, that's why I kind of make mine a little bit, or trying to make mine a little bit more cinematic. That shit takes forever. Forever. I made a 5-minute, like one of the videos is stories rather, is 5 minutes. 156 megabytes later. What the fuck is this? Now I have to compromise fucking quality to compress this shit? Absolutely not. It's gonna take like 2 days to fucking upload this into YouTube. Jesus. But anyway, that's you know, don't worry about it. I haven't forgotten about you guys and I haven't given up. It's I just fucking punched my microphone. I'm so sorry. Well, that'll delay the next narration for sure, because I just punched my microphone.
She's angry.
but no, there is another video coming out soon. I just don't know when, so don't fucking ask me. Stop fucking asking me. It'll come out when it comes out, and you'll get notified if you're subbed and you have that little notification bell clicked. But that's just, you know, I heard that works. But other than that, you'll get a notification on Twitter, because that's where I usually post the videos, or on Instagram, because why the fuck not? More exposure, the better.
Just take a second to go back up the comments for 1 second. He's spirit. Don't you mean you're the Lorax? He's the spirit of the trees. I tried to find you. Okay. Randy says, I tried to find you after the last live stream, but I still couldn't find you to this now. Well, Randy, as long as you've got sub to her now and everything like that, and you could find it, then yeah, at least you're all covered. Ty's quoting the video. Little kid going in the background going crazy. Dustin says this is a head bashing and ambitious story. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Dude, just go with it. And like if you want some feedback on the way, you know, you can always hit us up or whatever like that. You know, you got our emails and stuff like that, and whatever. If you want a third party, you got us on Twitter if you've got Twitter. Ty5643. Yeah, right.
Those numbers will haunt me for the rest of my
I mean,
fucking
nothing wrong
life.
with that. Dustin says the people who talk shit are just jealous for warnings. Absolutely right. Whose chair is that?
I'm not even jealous.
Randy says, "Nah, mine, not my chair. Not my chair. Not my problem." So Dustin says it's 10% speaking and a shit ton of editing. I don't narrate, but I'm close. Nice. Pizza guy's chair. Spine tingling. Who's same from Four Warnings? That was spine tingling. Nice.
Oh man.
Now, yeah, no, like yeah, I mean, I understand, you know, things have been getting busy for you and all that sort of stuff and not feeling too well, but I've been pushing her to get a video out. Just a little bit. I mean, I can talk though. I've been pretty slack myself.
Did you guys hear that? You know what I just fucking did?
She slapped her face.
I just punched a fucking spider.
Oh.
If that is of any indication, if this is like, oh God, if this is a forewarning of what it's going to be like to live in Australia, fuck this madness. Fuck this madness. I don't care. I don't give a shit. I don't care. Because, well, you know what? I will gladly endure all the bullshit that comes in with daylight savings time if I never have to deal with a fucking spider. Do you realize this thing had the balls to fucking have its little spindle web and fucking go right in front of my face? I just noticed something blocking the screen, and once I backed up, I noticed it was a fucking spider, so I fucking had to punch it.
That's well, we usually find it a little bit more differently. It's usually more, oh, what's this underneath my shirt as I'm walking?
Ew! Oh my God.
Oh, it's somehow gotten up my leg and under my shirt, and it's just like tickle, 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 tickle.
That's
tickle, tickle, tickle.
disgusting. Fuck that.
You know when you got you sometimes you might be trying to talk and you go to talk for the first time, and you go and you drink some water. That tickle is a spider in your throat. It got
Fuck
in while
off. Fuck. I see. You're not helping. You're not helping this. Jesus Christ. You and Ty had put so much effort into trying to convince me that Australia was a safe place for me to go. And now, in a single sentence, you fucked it all to hell.
Didn't I assure you it was safe by telling you that there were no deaths from spiders or snakes in 150 years? And
no.
That horse, which you guys have, is more dangerous than the most dangerous animals in the world.
I do not give a shit. I don't care. If it's not the snakes, spiders, crocodiles in like waking you up in the fucking morning, it's the fucking heat. You guys are like, oh, it's just 115 degrees Fahrenheit today.
Yeah, but it's like I told you, it's dry, so you don't really feel it. It's the humidity.
Even still, like I don't want to go outside where it's not even, it's the heat and sun. Do you understand that I am Irish? I can't imagine that. You showed me a video of some guy cooking an egg in the middle of the fucking outback on the hood of his car, okay? How long do you think me, a pale, freckled Irish girl, would last in the Australian outback midday? I give it about 12 seconds before I'm dead. Or at least
15 degrees Fahrenheit as well, so that's fair. I can see your concern.
Oh my God. I'll die of heat stroke before anything.
I'm not saying we don't die of heat stroke. I'm just saying that, you know, it's there's ways you get around it. You know, like you all deal with a way of like the winter and all that kind of shit. But look at the people in like fucking who lives here from Texas and Arizona, California. You know, they get the same heat we do. It's not like it's unusual. You know, there's nothing different about Australia in terms of that.
See, the thing is, Ty, I mean, he said that's in the outback, not the cities. You know what's worse? I don't know what's worse, the outback heat or the people in the city. I can't win. I understand I live in a metro, but these are my people, dude. Like, I understand. I know how to talk to them. All right? I'm not looked at like a foreigner, and I'm not asked a million questions about what it's like to live so up north in, you know, negative 65 degrees Fahrenheit and still be able to survive with all my fingers and toes. These are the questions that are going to be asked by Aussies the second they realize that I am not from the same hemisphere.
No,
Don't
they
want to
won't.
deal with that, and don't want to deal with fucking spiders.
They'll be like, "Oh my god, you're American. Hey, do you want to hang out?"
And I'll be like, no, absolutely fucking not.
They'll be like, "That's cool, mate. No worries. You enjoy. You have a good one."
I'll be like, oh, don't fucking tell me what to do. Like,
They'll be like, no worries.
no, they don't. You guys fight all the time. You guys are like,
We do not.
yes, you
No.
are. You guys are all fucking rough around the edges. Don't even fucking front me. I know you guys. I've talked to you long enough to know. You guys have like the tiniest little friggin' like fuse that it just takes one little spark. That's it. And then you blow the fuck up. It's usually
me.
towards the Brits, but still. Like, I mean, maybe I might get away with a little bit more, but
Brits and New Zealanders, okay.
okay, I'll take your word for it, man.
Brits and New Zealanders are the two that we are. Poms and New Zealanders, that's the only two that we are.
See, Randy says cities suck. I'll face the outback before a city. Damn.
Bullshit, you will. Oh,
Well,
sorry,
I
I thought that
mean,
was Ty.
hey,
Never mind. Sorry, Randy. Sorry, Randy. Beg your pardon. I thought that was Ty that said that. Like, you would not.
Fuck you, Randy. Oh, wait, never mind. No, I thought that was Ty. Oh, my God.
Sorry, Randy. I thought you were Ty saying that. I just looked over.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh. I mean, you and I mean, if you're gonna you know if you prefer wait a minute, oh my god,
you're gonna read Nikki's
it's the whole city suck. I'll fix the outback before a city. I mean, Rob is taking quite the leap. I mean, it's not that he lives in the outback, but for the sake of what I'm about to say, I'm just pretend he does. He's jumping. Yeah, I said it. Fuck you can do.
Because I'm a kangaroo.
He's jumping like a kangaroo from the outback to one of the biggest cities in the country, but at the very least, the biggest city in New England. He's coming up to Boston. Of all fucking places. He could have gone anywhere. He could have gone to New York, but, you know, he'd have had to see a doctor before that because who the fuck goes to New York?
It's not like I'm like, oh, by the way, you know how we did this whole, you know, getting together thing? Yeah, so I'm going to go up to New York, but I live in Boston. I'm going to New York, but I live in Boston. I don't care. I'm going to New York.
Yeah, but I've always wanted to see Times Square. All right, fair enough. Have fun.
I never said that once.
When you get robbed and, I don't know, get arrested because, yeah, you get robbed and you get arrested. Trust me, they're weird things that happen in New York. Don't call me for bail money because I'm not fucking bailing your ass out. You have to get the whole experience.
Nice. Hang on one second. Nikki said, when I was in high school on the side of a tennis court, a giant wasp landed on my hand.
Ew.
The girls next to me screamed their head off. But did you get bitten? Because I know people like
stung
overreact
or something because that's that's.
All right, where are we? Me and Rob know how to talk like we sure do talk like locals. City suck. I'll face the outback before a city. So that's what I thought Ty said, but it was Randy.
Mm-hmm.
So Dustin is Irish. I should have guessed by Fleming. Yep, that makes a lot of sense now.
Hell yeah.
Ty says, "Fuck no, I'm not going to the outback." See, that's what I thought. I was like, "Bullshit, you would go to the outback." Like, you're right. See, just validates why I said bullshit. You would.
It's all good, Dustin, because I'm Irish too. I'm probably as Irish as I get. My last name has an apostrophe in it. All right, beat that. Fuck. Dude. Oh, jeez.
Whereabouts are these tidal waves, Randy?
Oh.
And thanks, Ty. Appreciate it, man. I got your back too, man.
Yeah, well, you have to currency exchange. All right, so keep that in mind too. When you bail Rob out, just realize that it's 72 cents to the dollar. Okay.
It's 66 cents now. Thank you.
Oh, wow. It dropped. So, okay. So it's 66 cents to the dollar now. So you guys are fucked. And when I say you guys, I specifically mean Ty.
I've been waiting for the currency to drop back up. As soon as it does, I want to go to like a place like the bank or something to withdraw some US dollars out. Just to have cash because, oh my god damn it, I need to fucking I need to take out something.
Oh, there's that phrase again. She'll be right.
She'll be right. She'll be right.
I actually, Ty, I literally asked him what that fucking meant today. It didn't make any sense to me because if that's how you say, you know, it'll be
Everything's
all
gonna be
right. I'm like,
Yeah.
there are so many things wrong with that sentence that I don't even really know what it's not. So
It does mean that.
I'll forgive you guys. Oh, this is just they're just too cute. Aussies are just too cute. You just let them say whatever the fuck they say in whatever accent or dialect they so choose, and you just sit back and swoon. That's all you gotta do.
Well, I know what Campbell means because remember we looked up Campbell and it means Campbell in Irish meant. Remember we were looking up Irish last names, and what did it mean again? It meant.
I don't remember doing this with you.
Really? We were looking up the difference between the origin of your name.
Oh, you mean the way back, like
Yeah. Remember
months
the
ago?
apostrophe and stuff like that?
I forgot what Campbell. What was Campbell?
Campbell means crooked mouth. Remember? Anyone with the last name Campbell is crooked mouth. That's what it means in Irish. Actually, Gaelic Irish.
Oh God! Oh,
Fiddly,
bless the Gaelic. Oh God, that's so sad. I know so many Campbells. Fuck.
Good mouths. God damn.
I want to be studying their mouths, and it's gonna be weird, and I'm gonna have to explain myself. Thanks a lot. Wikipedia is ruining my life.
And you know it's true because it's from Wikipedia.
Yes, the most unbiased site on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
Or at least
that's completely controlled strictly for people who can edit and contribute information and quote unquote.
Well, apparently you can only edit if you are unbiased. Otherwise, they take it down.
That's what they say. However, I've done that many edits over the years to know that that's not true. Okay, I'll tell you guys something right now. You can dub me in all you want now because it doesn't matter. This was years ago, right? So there was a particular band that had just started, and I knew the band, and I was like, you know what? If I'm going to get in early, I'll do this. I was like 14 at the time, right? This is back in the day of MySpace. So this band, they're just newly formed. Now the main singer of this band was the lead guitarist of Rammstein. Rammstein's a pretty big, well-known German band that plays a bit of heavy metal. So the lead guitarist decided to start a side band called Emigrant, and whatever. And so it was getting popularity based on that. He was riding that wave type thing. So I decided to start up a MySpace page. I ripped off the songs because, using stereo mix on your sound card, you could easily rip off the songs, I suppose. And, there was no, background noise or anything like that. So it was pretty legit. So MySpace let you sign up as an artist and you can set up a MySpace music page, right? Now, the reason why I did this was to put up some information on MySpace, right? On Wikipedia. So they actually cited it as, it's their official MySpace page, so therefore it's an official source. So people started putting information from my messages that I posted to the public on this MySpace page that I ran that people thought was a real official page of, right? And they were citing it as things. So suddenly their Wikipedia page had all this information on it, right? So eventually I was like, okay, well, I wanted to basically just list the members on Wikipedia and all that kind of stuff, right? And eventually I had a bit of fun with it, and I said, we're touring in Denmark, and made up some bullshit dates and stuff, and I said, lead singer, he's actually like a pansexual, just bullshit, right? And people started quoting this shit and everything like that, and they started the sources for ages. And I'm watching this random, so I'm having fun with it because that's what I do. I like to fuck with people, and eventually. And obviously the official band members are reading this and having a laugh, or they don't give a fuck, right? Because it was up there for a while. And eventually they went, okay, hang on a minute. So then I got bored because, everyone just kept eating out of my hand. I'm like, you know what? This is too easy. I'm going to fucking...
Too easy.
Kind of stop, right? So I said, look, guys, we've decided to move on. We're not going to do this band anymore. I mean, they only did every one album anyway. So I actually predicted the outcome of this band anyway. But... So anyway,
or maybe they just read your shit and they were just like, you know what, that's not a bad idea.
So eventually they I said on the thing, hey, look, we're disbanding. So I put that on the comment. So on Wikipedia, they literally closed. They literally, put this was a band. They ended on this. The only famous movie that they were featured in was that Resident Evil Apocalypse. That was actually, the song was called My World, and they played it in that. And so yeah, that was a good experience. That's the sort of shit that Wikipedia
Maybe
does.
you are a
They verify
sociopath.
their sources properly. They really need to verify the sources properly, not just take one social media platform as verbatim. It needs to be more official than the way they do it. That's my issue with Wikipedia and people relying on it. Is just double check the sources and make sure they're from a reliable source, not a freaking social media tweet or something like that. Because anyone can pretend to be anyone online, really, when you think about it.
Oh yeah, that's, what catfishing's all about, man.
Exactly. Now, just me. So I love bad lip reading. I fucking this gold. The first one I saw was the Zuckerberg bad lip reading, and then I got into it from there. But yeah, the royal wedding one was really cool. There's not too many that I say I rate too much.
I might
But
have
in general-
made you watch an NFL one with the Patriots and all them.
Oh yeah, we watched that
Might
one.
have made you watch that one with me.
No, we watched that one. Yeah, that one was good. But aside from that, yeah, there's not a lot I rate. But they're good. Don't get me wrong, they're really good. I like their songs that they do. Oh my god, hang on, let me just mute what's going on over here. Who are we? Where are we talking? There we go. What's going on? Did you guys hear that Frozen 2 is coming out? Okay, are we talking about the animated movie, Nikki?
Oh my god, man.
I'm not really into animated.
When you look at Rob, the first thing that you think is, oh yeah, 100%, he's a Frozen fan. Like, no, absolutely not.
Just let it snow,
You just
let it go. Sorry. See, I don't even know the fucking words.
That's a front. That's a front. He was just pulling. That was his bravado showing. Just let it go. Just let it go. I can't even imagine, because my niece is going to be 2 in April.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to be able to escape this nightmare until you come up with an A, and then I really actually will be able to escape.
Imagine if there were other children coming along. Then you'd be like, oh god, imagine that. You'd be like, nope, you're all watching documentaries, crime, the first 48, fucking.
That's basically how it's gonna be. Like, I think if there were Australians running around, like, there's not gonna be any kids shows on the fucking TV. It's gonna be like, no, you want to be alive and you like an active member of society at some point. Then there's no such thing as starting too early. These are crime documentaries. Watch until you can understand what the fuck they're saying.
Here's some Steve Irwin. Watch them all.
Report back to us because you will be quizzed. All right.
You need to learn how to deal with crocodiles, spiders, snakes, rats, and everything else in Australia.
This is called a switchblade. This is how you hold it, and this is how you put it back into your pocket, inconspicuously, so that the police have no reason to search you when you are at Logan Airport.
At Reaper's Horror, immigrate. Did you guys hear that Frozen 2 is coming out? We said that. Yo, Mr. Reality, how do I post pics on Discord? There's a little plus symbol, and you can, first of all, you can paste the URL of the image. You can go find the image, right click, and go copy image address in Chrome.
Or just copy image and just do that. Yeah, that works.
Right in. It's probably the easiest. But if it's a picture of yourself, there's a plus symbol on the side of the chat. You press that, you browse your computer, and you're right to go.
You're on your way. Do you want to build a snowman? No. There's a lot of snow in my yard right now, and I very well could, but I'd rather use it as ammo. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, are you taking the piss, or are you just...
No, I'm not. Like, I'd rather, like, you take a rock and then you hide it in a snowball.
Oh no, but just because that's one of the songs. That's all.
No, I know.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I do.
Oh, no, that's what I'm saying. I was just asking. It's just if you did know or not.
No, I knew that he was he was making a reference, but I decided to answer as seriously as fucking possible because I need people to know right now. I am if I hear that fucking song one more fucking time, I very well might. I mean, hey, my room right here is on the second story. If I fucking jump out of the other window, oh, it's that one's taped up too. Never mind. I won't be able to land on concrete and forget it forever. Fuck me. Not that it'll matter. I'm gonna try so fucking hard to just pretend it doesn't exist when it comes out in April. You know why? Do you know why? You know what else is coming out in April? Game of fucking Thrones.
No,
Fuck
no,
Frozen.
okay.
I'm all about that shit. I want to watch people get decapitated. I want to watch people get like eaten alive by dogs and shit. That's my jam. That's gonna be like my routine. Half of April and then half of May. Which, dude, we're gonna have to figure out how to like pirate off like HBO or some shit.
No, we're gonna like jump into a fucking what's it called? Rabbit. True.
But dude, we're gonna no. I'm not, that yeah, but I'm talking about when we're we're on the grid.
Yeah, but I'm saying we were still gonna watch it off. Oh, we'll work it out. Don't worry, we'll get there.
If we have to yell at managers and the concierge, well, yeah, you just leave that up to me. I'll be right back. Go down 10 stories just to yell at people. How the fuck don't I have HBO? Do you know what's on right now? Do you know what I'm missing? They might actually take pity. They'd be like, "Holy shit, you're not watching Game of Thrones right now? Holy shit, let me correct this for you. My mistake."
No paying guest is going to be without the Game of Thrones.
Dustin, you better be careful. You better be careful. And here's why I say this. Because I know people, I have not read the books. Okay, I'll be very upfront with that. I have not read the books. However, I do know quite a few people who have both read the books and watched the show. And I'm not shitting you. 90% of those people say that they prefer the show over the books because they said for some reason their imagination didn't do the books as much justice as the show did. And I can kind of see where they're coming from because I don't know what they like after season 6. Well, season 6 was pretty fucking gnarly anyway, but after season 6, 7 was like on crack. Like I didn't think it could get any better. And then, they do a cold opening. Then, I mean, like the seasons are getting shorter and shorter, but I believe that the watch time is getting a little longer. So it's kind of like a little mini movie, which is great. But like, fuck's sake, every episode I'm just like, all right, that can't be like if the next episode is any more wild than this one, I don't know what I'm gonna do with myself. And then the next episode would be like 10 times more fucking crazy. And I'm like, how do you top this? And then the next episode, they fucking top it somehow. I don't know what the fuck they do. Some sort of black magic. I don't know. They consult with like, the Red Witch, all these fucking people. They're probably, these are the writers of, they're kind of going off the record here. They've surpassed the author of the books anyway, so they can kind of do whatever the fuck they want within reason now. But they're doing some crazy fucking shit. I can't tell you how many times the words "I can't believe this is a TV show" have come out of my mouth when I've watched the show.
I know, it's so well done. It really is.
I feel like I'm watching a movie every fucking week.
By the way, Nikki, what sort of book did you get, by the way? Well, happy birthday for then, Ty. You got anything planned for your big 1-8? I'm guessing it's 1-8.
I think it is. I do remember him saying that he was 17 and me being like, I so regret not putting an age restriction on this fucking chat. I'm just kidding. As long as you can handle it. As long as there aren't any fucking 12-year-olds out there.
So Nikki, you aren't the youngest one in this chat. It's Ty.
Ty is the youngest.
Ty, meet Nikki, meet Ty.
Ty's not even old enough to vote. How about that?
No, he can vote here. You have to be 18. Oh, wait, never mind. Forget what I said. Don't worry about what I said.
having a small party, but you're 18. You're legal. You're legal in Australia. Unfortunately, you wouldn't be legal in Massachusetts.
Well,
You
he
got to
can
be
start
21
drinking
to
at
do everything.
18. Yeah, he can start drinking next month, which is really good.
That's crazy. You got to be 21. It's always been 21 to drink in Massachusetts, and for the majority of, the states. I think that's federal. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
But as of recent times, they just upped the smoking age from 18 to 21.
Ah, fuck that.
So, you can carry, an M16 in the military after you enlist at 18, but you can't have a cigarette until you're 21.
I believe here there's no, it's not actually illegal to smoke under the age of 18, but you can't buy under the age of 18.
I mean, it's the
Cigarettes.
same thing here. It's like, how the fuck are they going to tell? They're not going to be like, hey, sir, take that cigarette out of your mouth, young man. Like, what the fuck? They don't care.
He'll
But you
pay for that
can't buy
cigarette.
because they ask for your license. They card you.
He'll pay for that cigarette. Yeah, exactly. I'm going to go party a couple of days after Wolf Warnings. I'll give it to you on Game of Thrones. However, if anyone tells you that my Lord of the Rings movies are better than the book, they are dead. See, yeah.
I would say not so much better. I would say that they are they're damn close. I'll say that like the little hobbit holes, how like they've got that I imagined in my head exactly how they portrayed it in the movie. Exactly. So that I was like, after this, I'm like, who cares what the rest of the movie is? Like they got like the Shire perfect. Because I read the books when I was like 12. Like 4 times each. So each time, like I got that memory pretty much ingrained into my brain. So it's as soon as the movie actually came out, I was almost shocked. Like my jaw almost just dropped off my face when I was just like, this. They took the image out of my brain. How the fuck? I've never actually had a movie do that until I saw Lord of the Rings.
This is showing my age, but so I had something similar with Harry Potter. Like I didn't know they were going to turn Harry Potter into a movie until I got into like the third book or something like that. And I was honestly because the book was fresh in my mind and then the movie was like coming out. So I watched the movie and they cut out so many things and the movie kind of lost its meaning, like with the imagination we formed and the way the movie just put things. Yeah, some of it was a lot of it was captured, which is cool. And that's the first time I've had a book and a movie sort of almost on par. But then what happened was they just kind of fucked up with the cutting things out to make the movie, because the book was quite long, right? But to make the movie,
you got to make sacrifices, man. Unfortunately,
it lost its meaning. And then after that, it was good in its own right, but it lost the meaning from the book. So I don't know, I just kind of gave up after that. I stopped reading the books.
Let's see. Dustin says not so much the imagery; it's the way Tolkien talks and words. Yeah, that's true. I mean, they are written quite beautifully, and the fact that he even made an Elvish language, for fuck's sake, like think about that for a second. There was I forgot the term for it's term for a fake language that's usually portrayed in movies or televisions, like Klingon, for example. That's not an actual language, but if you were to hear it in a movie, like that it's the language of Klingon. It doesn't exist in the real world, but it exists in their universe. Apparently, Elvish is the closest fake language to actually being a real language. It is that thoroughly thought up. I don't know how many. Apparently, I might have. I watched something where they briefly mentioned how much time Tolkien had spent making this language, and it took like decades and decades. Like from the start, when he started writing the books in the first place, and he decided that there needed to be an Elvish language. Fuck me, he put all of his effort and time and energy into this up until pretty much until he died. And like alphabets, conjugation, like dialects, everything that a language is comprised of, he thought of and incorporated it into Elvish. So people can actually, to the point where people actually speak Elvish to each other. Like when you go to like conventions and shit, and you see two people who are clearly cosplaying. I wouldn't know. I've never been, but this is what I can only imagine. If it's say if it's a Lord of the Rings convention, you will hear people talking Elvish. I would bet everything on that. I'm that confident that you would hear a multitude of people talking in very fluent Elvish because they've not only studied it, but they've pretty much taken it just as seriously as Tolkien did when he created the language. That's fucking insane to me. That's so fucking crazy.
That is. They did really, really well. It's amazing.
We should create a language.
Did I told you? I think I told you a little while ago. I actually created my own language based on German.
Yeah, but all right. Well,
custom one, but
I don't want it to sound like anything that anybody's ever heard of before.
Fair call.
I know it's going to be difficult.
Yeah,
but
fair call.
It's basically just to talk shit in front of our kids, so that they have no fucking idea what we're fucking saying. But you know, we could be talking right in front of them. Who cares? They can stare at us with sad puppy dog eyes of confusion all they want. It doesn't matter. Like I don't have any emotions. You might feel a little bit bad, but who cares? They can figure it out for themselves when the time comes.
Yeah, you have emotions. Who cares? That's fine. That's your problem. I'm not shitting up my emotions. Not my problem. You ain't me, okay? Therefore, I don't need to have any emotion. I don't care. What?
Just like having no emotions and just like having a child. I just pictured myself blank faced in the delivery room, just like, yeah, it's all right.
Just squeeze it out, and you'll be like, oh, well, that was done. All right.
Well, that's out of the way. What else we got to do?
Nikki says, number 2. Let's line him up. All right. So Nikki says, I'm dog sitting now. What sort of dog is it, Nikki? We love animals.
We do.
I like people. We love animals.
Yeah, people can, die in a tree shredder for all I fucking care and become dog food. But I even told Rob, I said the first thing that I do when I move to Australia, at least temporarily, is I'm gonna buy a Joey, and I'm not fucking kidding. I am gonna buy a Joey. I will own a kangaroo.
Yeah.
So
it's definitely something you can do here for sure.
So if there's anything, Ty, that persuades me into stepping foot in that fucking hellscape of yours that you call home, it will be a baby. It will be a Joey. No, fuck koalas. No. I want to put. See, this is the plan. I want to get a Joey so I can put a little harness on it and put J9 unit until it gets older, and then I can put an actual K9 unit harness on it, because I'm not going to put a leash on it because that just chokes the fucking shit out of it. It's going to have a little harness.
You're choking him. Yeah, you don't want to do that. Harness is better.
I'm going to go grocery shopping, and I'm going to bring little Joey, and that's it. Like, that's pretty much it. I'm just going to walk around the aisles and leave. I'm not going to even buy food. That's it. I'm just going to show him off, basically, like that guy did. Oh, I see a capital 4 there. 4 warnings just wants to fight a kangaroo. Not my kangaroo.
No.
Not my little roo. No. Plus, I mean, me going up against the roo, that's a pretty.
Gotta remember, guys, kangaroos get to like 6'8", so
yeah. And I weigh like 100 pounds, dude. Like I can't. I don't have a tail to balance on. So they've got the advantage of having like basically a third leg that's practically made out of titanium. They can crack bones and stuff. So fuck that shit. I'd rather not box a kangaroo, especially not mine. But I will train mine to box others, if not just other people. Like they'll just go up to and punch the fuck out of somebody just for no reason. And there's nothing that they can do about it, because I'd be like, hey, that's my pet. All right, you can't do that. That's animal abuse. You get arrested for that shit. But you're trying to trigger the range of the tumor. Just
I'm gonna go
so that
back to
everybody
one.
knows. There's an ongoing joke between Reaper and I where he calls me his tumor and I call him my aneurysm. So if people are wondering, like, why the fuck are there so many cancerous references in this chat? That's why. Anyway, go on, Rob.
I was going to look at. So Nikki was saying, "I'm so happy that my 2 boy dogs are fighting over a squeaky toy. It's awesome." I asked her what sort of dog she's got. She has a corgi mix and a little scruffy dog that looks like a black dog from Lady and the Tramp. Oh, cute! Love little corgis. I used to have one. Reaper said, "Constructed language is the term you're looking for." Dustin said, "I think Dustin said something about having a couple of boys. I don't know if I saw that or not. Maybe I'm imagining things."
At least we know what our kids will look like, right? At least there's that.
Oh, that is yeah. That
Not
is
many people have the privilege of knowing beforehand, well beforehand. But we were graced with the opportunity. My God, is it fucking? It's
well, I mean, yeah, I'm very down. I'm very down with that.
Oh, it's so fucking crazy how much they look like. Yeah, like I don't know whether to cry or like laugh in hysteria. Like I don't know what to do because it's so fucking spot on. It's out. Oh my God, it's out of this fucking world. I can't.
I know. I should watch this stuff and go, wow. I don't know what I'm looking at right now.
I'm so glad that somebody put those two side by side though.
So yeah, that, like, I mean, I was going to do it anyway, you know, but somebody, you know, beat me to the punch. So
they saved you the trouble, so it was good. It was fantastic.
Oh, I mean, I wanted the views for it, but whatever. Great, someone else took my damn idea, but whatever, you know. But
it'll be all right. You're already at 1K subs, babe. It's fine.
No, for the second channel, you know, I just wanted like start a side project, just, you know, for the sake of just, you know, to do something a bit different, not constantly do. Oh, no, I'm complaining. Just, you know, just want to start something different as well. You know, comparing music videos and shit. I don't know.
Oh my God, she will grow strong and cancerous. I already am. Look how many years I've worked in radiology. You don't think I've picked up at least a little bit of radiation there? Come on now.
A little bit of cancer? Come on, man. She is the mobile phone tower.
I am. Huh? I glow in the dark and everything. My hair is that red. It's crazy. In fact, I'm pretty sure I was a different hair color at one point in my life, but the radiation just turned it red.
You know, forget about a torch. Just has a point.
It's just, yeah, just that's the trick. Get radiated, and you too can be a soulless ginger.
You're not soulless.
If I have any soul at all, it's because I sucked it out of somebody else. That sounded horrible. Oh my God. I apologize, Christian channel. Jesus Christ. Oh, jeez. No, it's only because I've collected the souls. I haven't reaped them because that's Reaper's job. I've just collected them so that he can reap them later. But for the most part, they're on temporary.
Actually, while we're here, I should probably pay a little bit of homage to Reaper because, a big deal because, you know, I was part of the Horror Hive for quite a while, and Reaper was the guy that brought me into that, and Reaper and I go back a fair bit, to be honest. Creepypasta Red and all of that.
So all should check out his channel because not only does he run the Horror Hive, but he also animates. Reaper, I don't know if you are still, because I have been so out of the loop. You've probably noticed, I'm sure, and if not, that's cool because again, I've been elsewhere. I've been all over the place, if not sleeping. So I don't know if you're still doing the animations for the for some of the ones that you're putting out on the channel, but holy shit, guys. Like, the animations that Reaper does for some of the videos on the Horror Hive channel is fucking insane. Like, it's insane.
Like, I was blown away because, you know, you did one, I mean, last year, I think late last year, right? And I was just blown away with the new intro. You know, the new Horror. I'm like, what is this? And you're like, oh, well, that's just intro.
He made that too.
Yeah. Well, he made the original one, but he also made that. And I'm like, oh wow, like I didn't know there was a new one, and it looks fucking boss, Reaper. So yeah, I mean, really talented there, dude.
See, I'm telling you, Dustin, this is what I'm talking about with the resubs. It's not a conspiracy. I'm not lying, people. This shit really happens. I mentioned in the last stream for people to really take notice of their numbers. when they go on their YouTube page or if they're on Twitter or whatever, to just pay attention to the follow account and the sub count, that kind of thing, because YouTube will just take away subs for no fucking reason whatsoever. So people that you know you've subbed to, every once in a while you'll go back to their channel and then you'll see that the sub button hasn't been clicked and you have to resub to them. I actually had to do that to, oh my god, I know I had to do it to Vidith in the last stream and somebody else. Somebody else in a different stream. What? Literally, while I was talking about this, I was like, "Are you fucking for real? Like, is YouTube like listening to me right now and just like finding and picking out who the fuck I'm talking to in this particular moment and going, you know what? Let's unsub her to this, and maybe she'll notice." Because holy shit, like apparently they don't discriminate whether you're a big YouTuber or you're just starting out. Pay attention to those numbers, people, because I swear to God, if you just notice like a sudden like 16 sub drop, like the chances of 16 people simultaneously all deciding to unsub from you is very unlikely. Chances are it's a glitch with YouTube. So just like relax, pay attention to them, and then, you know, especially with your favorite YouTubers, if you haven't gotten a notification from them in a while, but you know that they upload regularly, it doesn't hurt to check out their channel just to make sure that you are still subbed to them and that, you know, the bell icon is still ticked off and everything. Because sometimes you literally have to go to the sidebar and actually see how many more uploads you've missed, because YouTube's just like, fuck you, you don't deserve to get notified. Even though we've put this option here for all of us to utilize. Like, it makes no fucking sense. Same thing with Twitter. Twitter will just take away followers for some reason, and then sometimes you gain them back and sometimes you don't. But that's how it is. So I'm just telling you guys not to freak the fuck out. But if you see that you have to resub to somebody, that's the shit I'm talking about. It sucks, but that's how it is.
Absolutely.
And I now see that we have 3 minutes until 2 o'clock, and I wonder how long it's gonna last, because we never know when they're really gonna officially turn the switch the time over.
Yeah.
It could be 15 minutes afterwards. Who knows? But I don't think it'll take that long. But 3 more minutes until it's 2 a.m. And then technically, if we started the stream at 12 and it ends at 3, but we've only been streaming for 2 hours. Fuck me. That's the trippiest shit in the world. Fuck daylight savings time.
Might be good when it's over, that's for sure.
Yeah, well, I have to wait until November for that to happen. Oh, November. When everybody has to like freak the fuck out because they have to go broke doing their Christmas shopping.
Oh, Christmas shopping, yeah.
Panic attacks everywhere. That's all you see. Most wonderful time of the year. Happy to move with Dark Summer. See? I'm telling you, Dustin, like, the Illuminati's at work. And I swear, I don't know what the fuck is going on, man. The fact that it happens so regularly is just, it's a little bit foreboding. It's like, you don't, especially if you're subbed to quite a few different channels. I mean, it's kind of daunting to go back and remember, like, you know, who the fuck you sub to. And, you know, it's not like everybody, like, writes these subs down, like, on a list or some shit. Like, you know, I'm sure there's probably somebody's probably made, like, a bot or something that will tell you who you have subbed to and haven't, or who you've recently unsubbed to. There might be something else out there, because I know Twitter has one. But until that becomes, you know, common knowledge for people, you guys are just gonna have to just walk it off, I guess.
Walk it off.
Okay, just walk it off, and just kind of embrace the fact that all of your followers are gone, all your subs, they're done with you. Your content is no longer entertaining to them. Fight through the pain. Exactly. And it didn't even take a second. It's 3 o'clock.
Nice.
3 o'clock in the morning.
Now we are officially 12 hours apart.
Oh my god. I almost said happy daylight savings time, everybody, but I just realized this
Brendan.
sucks.
There you go, Brendan. Yeah, man. It's fucking crazy. Now that
Fucking 3 o'clock.
What did you do for the last hour, guys? Seriously, what were you guys doing? Seriously, between 2 and 3, what happened? Where were you guys?
The world may never know. They will never know. 2 o'clock doesn't even know. I didn't even see it hit 2. I saw 1:59, 3 o'clock.
You blinked out, you know. First one second it was 1:59. The next it was 3 p.m.
I mean, I don't know if you have timestamps on the chat, Rob, but I'm looking at it right now and it's hilarious.
Not by default, but I'm sure if I pop it out or something like that, I'm sure I can see. Toggle timestamps. There we go. No, let me just
Yeah, I got you. I got a screenshot with it. It's just hilarious.
That's a good idea to toggle timestamps. I didn't even know that was there.
Oh man, there you go. 2 a.m.
2 a.m. by bitches.
Pretty much.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's crazy. Eh?
Would it be too cheesy to say that
2 a.m. No, once
2 a.m.
Nope.
clocked out? Oh.
Yeah, see, for me, it's all the right time because I don't have daylight savings, so YouTube knows we're normal over here.
all this conformity. They're trying to get us to be more like the Aussies. It's fucking, we have no say in it. It's just fucking great.
West Aussies.
The worst Aussies.
West.
No, I'm saying worst. I heard what you said.
Oh, okay.
Ty, Rob. Can't believe I'm marrying this dude. I can't believe this shit.
Well, fuck you too, then. God damn.
There you go.
God-fearing motherfucker. I'll fuck you up in your a-hole, okay? And then they lick the poo-poo, and they get the AIDS from the poo-poo.
And he's officially lost his fucking mind, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, thanks, Ty. I appreciate that. I am.
Oh yeah, Aussie having another Aussie's back. That's really original. You never see that in the fucking Outback ever.
Just a myth.
They stick together like glue. Do you guys know this? Do you guys know that Aussies stick together like fucking super glue? Like, look at this. Look at this. Ty, who's also Aussie. I'm sure most of you know that by now. And Rob, who, if you haven't been hearing him for the last 2 hours, is also Aussie. They have each other's back, whether they're right or wrong, and they will completely gang up on me. Me! Of all fucking people. Do they not know what the fuck they're getting themselves into?
I don't gang up on you. Hey, it's Vidith22. He's finally here.
Wait,
We were talking about him in the beginning of the stream.
We were talking about you we were talking a lot of shit.
So Vidith, let's fill you in. Happy 3 a.m. or whatever time it is for you. In Canada. So now we were saying that you will probably be born on St. Patrick's Day.
Oh yeah, because of
because your parents
birthday was on
St. Patrick's Day, and then you know what? We're gonna call our son Vidith22. So now we've worked out this whole thing now as to how your name came about. But Dust is like, shh. Don't talk shit about. Let's stop talking shit about Vidith. Shh. Vidith22.
He can watch the stream back and he can decipher for himself whether or not it was shit talking. He'll probably decide, oh yeah, these motherfuckers were talking shit. How dare? And you know what though? I defended you. I just need you to know that because I was like, don't you dare talk about Vidith without him being here to defend himself. Okay, so I had your back. Just that's on record. That's on the stream. When this stream ends, which will be very soon because it's 3 o'clock in the fucking morning, people. You'll be able to you'll see it. You'll see it. I'm not afraid to go up against these guys. Fuck these guys.
I'm not afraid to go against my own fucking partner and the rest of the people that we know.
Yeah. I'll go up against Australia. I don't give a shit. Like by myself, I will.
That's true. It's spreading out cancer.
I'm not spouting any cancer. I don't know when you came into this fucking stream, Reaper. I suggest you and Vida to go back to the beginning and you listen to the moment that I defended Vida against this Aussie motherfucker over here.
Anyway, how you going, Outcast? Hey, Shiz Kebab, how you going? Nice to see ya.
Outcast is here. Yes. Happy 3 a.m. day. I hope you enjoyed the 2 a.m. that just didn't exist today.
Shit, I picked the wrong button. Another motor. Okay, cool, sweet. Wait, cool. That's awesome. Hang on, we're just releasing the comments. That's that's gold. Evil Outcast. Say it properly. It's Vida22, okay? His legal first name is Vida22, all right? He was born on St. Patrick's Day. His parents called him Vida22 legally, so therefore his name is Vida22. Vid for short.
It's something like that. Some bullshit like that. Ty, for the record, I will call you up. If you are an Aussie motherfucker, guess what? That's what I'll refer to you as. That's what you will respond to.
Outcast is like my fault. Did you ever come back to this? She's like my fault. Oops. My bad. How's your cat, Outcast? 4 had to rescue hers from the snow.
Oh my god. He jumped off the roof and there's like 2 feet of snow on the ground and he jumped and then I didn't see him. He completely fucking sunk. Oh fuck. And I just see this little tunnel of cat trying to get to the door. Oh my god. Poor thing.
But if there's been multiple videos where you announce your name, it's all of them. It's your social media and it's your YouTube. That's your announcement of your real name.
That's true, yeah.
Bet you he said his real name in one video to throw us all off. He's like, my real name is Gary. Is it? Yeah. Oh, I thought your name was Vida. Nah, it's not. It's Gary. Okay. Yeah. And really, his name is Vida22. You look him up on LinkedIn, his name is like Vida22 Jones or something like that, right? He's in the fucking greater Canadian area of Toronto. I don't know, whatever, right? He's probably got like some high up job, like, fucking, I don't know, like CEO of Vida22. I don't know, whatever, some bullshit, right? Like general manager of fucking Chevrolet or some shit.
Oh,
and
Christ.
Vida22 Jones, Mr. Vida22 Miles Jones is his name.
Or maybe just Vidith is his first name and he's been going by 22. You know how some people will call themselves by their first and middle name? Maybe 22 is his middle name.
Oh, that is actually a good point.
There you go. You see what I'm doing? You see what I'm doing?
Outcast, what did you miss? We missed a little bit. What did we talk about? We talked about how we just switched over to, how we don't like daylight savings time, how Slumber's knee pits are, how we're trying to get Slumber to 15 subs. He said he's on 13 at the moment.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys have ever heard of this guy.
15 subs, everyone. So make sure you sub to Slumber Reads.
Yeah, he's new. I don't know if you guys have heard of him yet. He's an up and coming YouTuber. He does the same thing that most of us do. He's trying to get into the horror narration niche.
Just started off. He's been in it for a while, but that will pay off.
He's at 13 subs now, but I did kind of say if you guys could promote him maybe on Twitter to maybe get him to that first milestone, that 100, so he can get, custom URL, all that jazz. I mean, that I'm sure it would make his day, and we're all on the same page here. We know as horror content creators, we've all got each other's back. So check out this guy, Slumber Reads, I think he goes by. He's trying to make it.
Yeah.
He seems pretty nice. He seems like he's gonna end up. Something tells me he's gonna make it. He's gonna have a very, very loyal audience maybe someday, and
very large. Right? He's probably gonna release a video that gets like 300,000 views or something like that. I don't know. I just see these things
like within 24 hours or something crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and there'll be no explanation for it at all. He just seems like he'd be that kind of person, and so I can't wait. I'm excited to see what he puts out, to be honest. I mean, I've only seen snippets, but the rest of you guys, you really have to try and lift him up. You know, we're all in this together.
Hang on a second.
I don't
Thanks
know
so
how
much.
I can do this. I can't do
Ford
this
did that one.
anymore.
Ford did that one for us, so that I really like it. I didn't mind the old one. The old one was all right. It was done by Man, but
wait a minute. I should clarify this. I edited this zombie picture. I'm still in the process of editing the fuck out of this zombie picture.
It's still a bit more, but it's a placeholder. I wanted to have the new thumbnail on there because it was more like I explained, what I was looking for and what I wanted, and like I didn't mind what Man drew. Like I really liked it, but the only problem was it looked like Scar from The Lion King wearing a hood, and that's not a bad thing. That's definitely not a bad thing because obviously I liked it. He could have changed it and everything, but I really liked it that way. But the problem was I just wanted something a little bit different because it was time for a bit of a change and everything. So
you should see the full picture.
But this one, we'll show it to you guys when it's at some point whenever
yeah,
it's finished.
I have a lot of there's a lot of lines to clean up. We'll say this is almost like a mock template, I suppose you could call it. There's a lot of work to be done on it for sure.
Yeah, but it's good so far. So
thanks. There'll be a lot more blood. Trust me.
So, Reaper wants to know if I think I need to think of a nickname for Mr. I have one for the tumor, the blister. You can call me I don't know. Tumor sounds more aggressive than the blister. Blister's more like, the blister will go away at some point. Tumors will kind of kill you. So it's like, I don't know. Just
tumors can go away with either radiation or surgery, so they have to get sliced out or radiated out. So that's something.
Nice to see you again, Judith. Great to see you, man. Thanks for coming by, eh?
It's always good to have Judith in here, even if
we really appreciate it.
At some point, I know maybe when we mention his name, it just kind of takes a while for it to cross from one plane of existence to the other, and maybe he hears it, he feels it in the force or something, and he goes, you know what? Something compels me to go on Full Warning stream right now. I feel like they need me. We did, and thank you for you. We all feel well rested despite it being 3 a.m.
Reaper, you call me Blister. That's fine. Yeah.
Oh man, who's calling you Blister? What the fuck is this?
Oswaldo Magia says use profile pic of Ricardo Milos. The only issue I've got though with that is copyright issues there, Oswaldo. I'd love to use different pictures, but problem is they have to be basically with no copyright, and you can't take someone else's impression. So especially where we're content creators, we can't really do that. But yeah, not a bad suggestion though. The slum of the humble brags for an 86-year-old way too much.
87. Correction, he was 87. Which for an 87-year-old up and coming YouTuber, I mean, man, the drive that this guy must have.
I'll be right back. I'll be 2 seconds.
No, you won't.
I'll be 5 minutes. I'll be 20 minutes.
God damn it.
No, I won't. I'll be 2 seconds.
He's going for a beer run. Everybody knows this. And this is my time. You guys can't see it, but I'm doing the evil fingers. This is my time. And I don't give a fuck if Ty is still here to hear this. But this is usually the time where I start talking shit about Australia without Rob knowing. I'm sure he can hear me, but he can't say anything right now because his mic is muted and he's not here to defend the land down under, of which he's from. But yeah, that's fucking Christ, man. Although you know what, I will say, Reaper, the nickname Blister. To be honest, let's be real. The first thing I think about when I think of Australia is the blistering heat. So it makes sense. I think that would be perfect. But if he doesn't, at the end of the day, we have to respect the Aussies. as much as we don't want to. I'm not talking shit on Aussies. I'm talking shit on Australia. Okay? Wow, Aussies are better than the Americans. Did you guys hear this? Did all you Americans fucking hear this shit? This Aussies talking shit about our patriotism, our land of the free, home of the brave. God. Did you guys know that at one point, Australia, up until just a second ago, was the United States' closest ally? Ty, in one fucking sentence, ruined it all. Ty, I don't know if you want to fight because my track record for fights is undefeated. You'll get wrecked. And it's going up on World Star. Trust and believe that. Oh man. Who else do
I disagree with you, Ty. Actually, I have to say that I prefer Americans more, but that's just me. Hence the getting married to an American. I'll tell you a story, Ty. Funny story. Funny, very, very funny story because I've never actually really dated an Aussie girl. Just saying, well, I don't really find them attractive. I'd rather relocate to the other side of the world, right? Risk it all, than fucking date an Aussie girl any day of the week.
Also, that doesn't mean shit to me, Ty, because I've told Rob all the stories of what I've done to people. Oh, I don't give a fuck if you are like an 8th degree black belt and whatever the fuck kind of martial arts. I really don't give a fuck. I really don't. Come the fuck at me. Did you know that while you were gone, Ty just completely destroyed the U.S. Australian bond?
Ooh.
He was talking shit on Americans.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yep. That's what he did. Now it's my turn to throw you under the bus. How do you like it? You Aussie motherfucker. There you go. I knew it was going to come back eventually.
Ty, you're spoiling for all of us, damn it.
Trust me, Ty, I bet you I'm more man than you. And so this is where the shit talking starts. This is where we should probably start wrapping up the stream before I actually get to a next fight. Oh, man.
All good.
I wasn't talking shit. Well, I was talking shit on Australia, but that's a common theme, and I warned Rob ahead of time. So suck a dick, Ty.
How's everyone doing at the moment? I can't see the popcorn.
Oh my god.
Actually,
this is friendly banter. Like, this is the weirdest thing. Like, Aussies and Americans, for whatever reason, if we like you, it's like we berate you harder. Like, it's like, how can we insult this person to the lowest fucking degree without being labeled as a scumbag for the rest of my life? How can I do this carefully? Like, somehow we've just naturally come to that. But I guess that's just how we make friends. We just talk shit. And that's how you know. That's how you know it's friendship that'll last forever.
Well, it's like I'm going to quote something here, but it's like, you know, like someone told me there, you're really funny. I said, what do you mean I'm funny? Yeah, and he's like, oh, you know, it's funny. You're funny, you know, like the story. It's funny. You're a funny guy. I was like, what do you mean? You mean like the way I talk? What? It's just you're funny. It's, you know, like the way you tell the story and everything. And I'm like, funny how? I mean, what's funny about it? And the guy was like, you know, no, you got it all wrong. Like, I was like, whoa. Some guy said, you know, don't get worked up, Rob. You know, just calm down. You know, and I said, no, he's a big boy. He knows what he said. And I said, so what did you say? Funny how? What? The guy said, you know, you're just funny.
It's like he almost insinuated that he was like a clown and that he amused him or something. You know what I mean? Like,
let me understand this, because maybe it's me. Maybe I'm a little fucked up, maybe, but I'm funny how? I mean, like, I'm funny like a clown. I amuse you. I make you laugh. I'm here to fucking amuse you. What do you mean funny? Funny how? How am I funny?
I can't do this.
Like, I don't know. Just you know, you just say you tell the story. What? Like, no, I don't know. You said, how do I know? You said I'm funny.
What is in your drink, boy? Fuck.
How the fuck am I funny? What the fuck is so funny about me? Tell me. Tell me what's funny.
Oh my god. Oh, Jesus Christ. I've been asked a question, but I was too busy laughing at that bullshit that just came out of your mouth. Oh, man. Dustin, yes. Yeah, but here's the thing. I hate the word friend, so I'm going to just say homie. Yeah, we're homies. It's all good. I can't tell you why I hate the word friend. It's something. I mean, if Jack were here, he could probably explain it a lot better than I could. But
Something,
like
something gay in 90s about, 6 people, 3 women, 3 men living in 2 apartments in New York City.
it was
in a coffee
something
shop.
along those lines, but I think they made like an AU version where they had a completely different definition. I can't, for the life of me, I can't remember. But I think it might have had something to do with like, I don't know, an obligation that you didn't really sign up for or something. Forget it.
Being someone's friend, you're obliged to like talk to them, and no one wants that. They just want to live their own life, and you have to catch up.
We're gonna kill Outcast because he said he's laughing so hard he forgot he had bronchitis that's causing him to cough. No.
What is this guy? He is some kind of Indian? What is he? Some kind of goddamn ass? What the fuck's
We
he doing?
need you, Outcast. Stay alive for us.
Not ever.
We already just lost an hour of our lives. We were all here. We were all here to witness it. Okay, if you had timestamps enabled,
Me, I'm looking at the trees. I'm the tree meister. I counted them. When sometimes I pray, I got like the steelst. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. This guy's a faggot. Guy's some sort of faggot in teepee. Ooh, this guy thinks he's Captain Nuts. Captain tying knots. When anyone needs some knots tied, they go to him. Bullshit. Well, bitch thinks he's Miss Sands, drinking out of cups, being a bitch.
What the
How about
fuck?
fist?
You have this on like
How
the
about a federalist disc?
times have you listened
Warren.
to this?
How does compel a little kid in the background fucking going crazy?
I'm down the stream. Stop it. Fuck. You know what? Actually, I am gonna end the stream though. Like in like a couple minutes.
It's getting really late, guys.
Yeah, it is getting late, even though I can't help but look at the clock and go. I'm looking at the clock and I'm looking at my watch, and I forgot to set it forward, and I'm just like, this isn't right. This isn't right. Now I have to do that stupid fucking OCD thing where I have to match up the second hand to my computer's second hand and like press the button at the same time. Does any I don't know if anybody else has like that watch. If you wear watches and it's analog, if
The worst thing is
have to wind it up and shit. Oh my god!
The worst thing is my car has 2 clocks and they aren't linked to each other because the stereo is aftermarket, right? And the original stereo is part of the car, so I have to sit there and time them at the same time, and it's the worst.
After the stream ends, which will be like now, oh my god, it's gonna give me a little bit of an anxiety attack. Rob, you're gonna have to give me a solid maybe 2 minutes because I might not make it on like the first pass. It might take me a couple times to wait it all out and just get that second hand timed just perfectly and press the button in such a way where the second hand the fucking minute hand fuck me, doesn't move back or forward an extra minute, which will then cause me to ruin and have to start all fucking over again. I don't know why that's part of the OCD, but
that's mission impossible. But I will do my best. I choose to accept this mission. Should I choose to accept it? I have.
All right, I'm gonna take your verbal agreement as this is a sealed verbal document right now. This is binding, okay? But on that note, fuck, I cannot believe I'm looking at this fucking clock and it says 3:20 Unbelievable.
By all means, Dustin. Everyone calls me Rob, man. So just call me Rob. Mr. Reality's the channel name now. It used to be my ego, but my alter ego is Rob and Mr. Ramsey. So you can tell me what you want. Rob's the real guy. Mr. Reality and Mr. Ramsey are my 2 characters. So for all of you people out there, Mr. Ramsey is one of my alter egos, and Mr. Reality is my other character.
It is
so
true.
I just picked between the two.
It is true.
It was like, like when I do a collab between the two, it's like, g'day, this is Rob. This is Mr. Reality back with more stories. Tonight, I'm joined by my good friend, Mr. Ramsey. Mr. Ramsey is going to be reading you some scary stories. So tonight, get ready for some scary, chilling tales. Because without further ado, I am going to read some scary stories. I got bored.
I'm so fucked right now that like I actually thought I'm just like, when did I start streaming with Ramsey? Like, when did that fucking happen? And then I saw the Rue, and I'm like, wait a minute. Oh, he's doing the thing again. Yeah, it's definitely time to wrap up this fucking stream.
Count as well. So there's 2 of us are in here, so there's 3 of us in here. And then I just switch between the two. Like I mute the mic for one, and yeah, whatever. Next time.
Oh fucking Christ! You should. You think this is bad? Watch when I get off this fucking stream, he's gonna go into friggin' Asian mode, Indian mode, fucking Scottish mode. He's gonna attempt to do a Bostonian accent. Then it's gonna turn into a Southern accent for some reason. I don't know why that's a phenomenon, but it is. Fuck, man. Oh man. Okay. All right. We're gonna wrap this up, but for everybody who stuck around this long, Jesus Christ, my hat's off to you. Because if you can endure, first of all, I mean, technically, I think we can say this stream lasted 3 hours because we did start at midnight and it's now 3:30. Even though we've only really been streaming for 2.5 hours, I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take what I can get. But you guys, I hope you have a good night or morning. Because now it's officially a 12-hour difference between Boston and Australia. So now we only have to worry about the AM and PM difference. No math involved. It's the only upside to daylight savings time, which, by the title, totally sucks. But I hope you guys have a good night. And thanks for actually stopping by the stream and putting up with our bullshit. Always nice to have you guys. But the next time there is a stream, trust and believe it will be broadcast on the Twitter. So, keep an eye out. And again, yes, there will be another video posted. I don't know when, but soon-ish. Maybe. But you guys have a good night. And you guys take care, all right? I'll see you in the next stream.
See you, everyone. Thanks for coming by.